Late Night Grin. Also, what does that name mean?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking live at the Late Night Grin. Lights are out tonight. The Oracle of Wrestling will be joining us shortly once he checks the private chat. This is the 141st episode of the flagship, which is really absurd when you put it that way. For some reason, that hits differently than Late Night Grin number 141. This is the World's End preview edition of the Late Night Grin. We have the lights out here for a couple of reasons. Number one, the pay-per-view is World's End. We're prepared. For those of you who watched Rampage, all 8 of you, they what are they called? The Death Riders destroyed the program, shut the lights off, canceled the show. And then the other reason, let's get the Oracle of Wrestling in here. Hello, the Oracle of Wrestling. And the other reason that we're in the dark, which is an important one, and I don't want to make light of this. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know if he's commented on there, but our fearless leader, Joe Hobart, is quite sick at the moment. I won't go into details on that because that is, his right and his decision on what he wants to share. But all I will say is that I think young Joe probably learned some lessons about vaccines this week. We tried to tell him. Okay, so they're saying Joe made a video about it.
Yeah, he just told everybody what it was. He just showed a picture on Twitter.
Wow, that ruined my bit. But anyway, get vaccinated, folks.
There's 2 themes of tonight's show. It's that we're in the dark, Bob forgot to pay the bill, and get vaccinated. That's what we're sticking with today.
There we go. Exactly. So, yeah, I am Confirmed Shoot. As you should know by now, I'm joined by an esteemed panel. I'm going to toss it to Novi now and then quit hosting the show because I hate it. So it's all yours, Novi.
Well, if it's all mine, maybe we should. I like to start on the left side of the screen. Here's the problem: you're on the left side of the screen, so I have to ask you how you're doing now, since you're all the way there.
I'm vaccinated, not sick.
Mm-hmm. That's always
definitely won't regret saying that.
You'll be in in 24 hours.
Yeah, karma will come for me very quickly. But yeah, I'm doing well. I'm sad Rampage is over. We need more 1 hour wrestling in our lives, and it's gone.
It's been a long era for Rampage. It's been a lot of great stuff on that show, and a lot of not so great stuff on that show. But it was always a comfy 1 hour.
I will say that I texted Joe yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, so Rampage is ending, so we can just move the flagship to 10:05 from now on, right? And I can just announce that tomorrow." And he's like, "Well, SmackDown's 3 hours now." And like, motherfucker, man, we
it just ruined everything now, didn't it?
Yeah, man, come on. Who wants to watch 3 hours of SmackDown every week? Besides about 1.5 million people.
3 hour wrestling bad. Hour and a half to 2 hours good. Hell, even an hour.
Yeah.
Just 3 hours very, very bad and very scary considering that's like the cinema show. So I can only imagine what kind of cinema they'll be doing with 3 hours in their arsenal. That feels like a very scary prospect. I'm worried about it.
Falling asleep already. We had him turn the lights off and he's cooked now.
He's also muted. He should probably.
He's just loud over there.
Here's the thing. I laid down and I kind of dozed off towards the end of SmackDown and they announced the fucking ladder match because who the fuck wants to see that for Cody and Kevin as the feud ender? So they're doing a ladder match at Royal Rumble with Cody and Kevin, and you know, it was still a good angle at the end of the show. And I turned over to Rampage, was very tired on the couch. I put it on mute, you know, basically signaling that I was going to go take a nap. So I chose this, and Chris Jericho came out looking like a fucking dumb fuck.
Well,
So I saw that and started to doze off even more. And at one point, I think I saw a private party squash. And then somebody else, was it Serena Deeb or somebody was in a squash? I couldn't tell.
Thunder Rosa versus Layla Gray.
Oh, Thunder Rosa, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I didn't know where I was, so hard to tell. And then I woke up and it was like 11:03, and I kind of chuckled, and I said, "Oh yeah, I got to do a podcast." And then,
story of my life every Thursday.
no, got everything right. Turned every light off, or turned every damn light on in the living room, which took me 5 minutes to do. Set the table up, did all this shit. I come in here, you know, Shoots over here telling me to turn my damn lights off. So I do that.
Turn them off.
Now
Get them off. Get the lights off.
My computer screen's light bright as shit. I'm not definitely not getting off my ass now and turning them back on. So
no, we're doing the whole show like I think this is a good look. I think we should just
I'm fine with
I
this.
like this a little bit.
The only real issue that I'm noticing right now is that Oracle currently looks like he's on CCTV, which is a little bit of a problem.
Oracle looks like he's hunting ghosts right now in the dark.
You and Oracle both. Like I made this joke before we went on air. Oracle, like Kaden and now y'all both look like when you're in a football stadium and then you shoot off a bunch of like fireworks because somebody scored a touchdown or whatever, and like all the smoke is just like blowing through the stadium because it's windy as hell out and you can't see shit. That's exactly what it looks like for both of y'all.
it definitely does look like that. Now that I'm looking at
Man.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Take the hard campsite. There's a lot of room over there. There's nobody to bother you. There's no children like knocking your popcorn over. It's a good vibe in the hard campsite.
I love the hard cam side.
I've never sat in the hard cam side. I've always been on the other side. And some
Novi.
No one sits on the hard cam side.
Novi, I will tell you. I tell everybody, sit on the hard cam side. It's pleasant.
You got to get a media comp.
I do
yeah,
it all the time.
they're not hooking me up with all that. Late Night Grin, we're the rival firm. They don't like us over there. They don't like us in media passes and stuff like that.
Well, I got to put the banner thing up because people pay for this. My apologies.
That's a good call. Caden Lee, you are currently bald, but I'm assuming you're doing well. You tried to watch C2 matches today.
So yeah. So here's the thing, guys. I tweeted last night that I was going to catch up on the Continental Classic. And because like I'm gonna be honest, I barely watched any of it up until yesterday. And I had like multiple, like I didn't watch anything on Collision or Rampage. So I had all those to go through. I had seen the Darby Commander and then the Briscoe. He was Briscoe Fletcher. It was a Briscoe match.
Beast.
It was DG, but I saw like there's two matches I've seen them from Collision, and then like I paid attention to most of the ones on Dynamite. And so yesterday I go, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch it all. Then my girlfriend calls me, and we talk for 6.5 hours on the phone. And I do not
That's
end
too
up watching.
long. I'm gonna be honest. It's too long.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't talking to nobody for that long.
Yeah, it's not.
Look, I don't know how that happened because we don't ever talk that long, but somehow we did. But I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, I want to watch some wrestling. And I put on Ricochet and Will Ospreay and I watch it and it's quite good. And then Shelton Benjamin's about to wrestle. I believe it was Kazuchika Okada. And then something happened and I never watched another second of wrestling today. So I have seen maybe a total of 5 or 6 C2 matches.
So you're very, you're locked and loaded.
I'm locked and loaded. I feel like I'm great for this show.
Well,
There you go.
it's okay. Hunting ghosts is more
Dynamite in a
important.
couple weeks. Well, I'm gonna get him next week probably because
Hell yeah.
I'm waiting for my bonus that I'm getting from work for next week. I got paid today, but I'm waiting for next week.
You have to pay to watch Dynamite? Are you getting scammed, Oracle? Have you been paying to watch Dynamite for this entire time?
Are you okay?
Wait, what?
Like, are your pockets hurting because of watching Dynamite? Like, what was going on here?
No, I'm confused.
It's like the way it was worded. It's like you were watching Dynamite and you had to pay to watch it. I was like, wait, what?
Oh no.
Yeah, it sounded like you were waiting to get paid so you could see Dynamite.
No. Dynamite is coming to Knoxville on January 22nd, and I am buying tickets.
Gotcha.
But I'm waiting until I pay all my bills on New Year's Day and all that junk and getting my bonus.
Well, that
And
makes
then I'm going to
perfect
buy
sense.
the ticket because me, Dustin, and Dylan are going, Matt. So
Nice.
we're getting tickets.
They're all the only 3 people going.
Ticket for all of us.
Come
Is
on,
that really
kid.
necessary, man?
Hey, man, I saw those ticket sales.
We're 11 minutes in, man. Is that really necessary?
God, it's only been 11 minutes.
And we haven't even asked Marcus how he's doing. He's just
Yeah, I'm just
sitting
sitting
in the
here
dark.
like, damn. Everybody being asked how they doing. I'm just sitting here like chopped liver. What's going on?
well, Caden wants to talk about fucking ratings. Marcus, how you doing, bro?
I never mentioned ratings.
Yeah, we're over here with fucking Kaden Thurston over here. Damn. Jesus. Anyway, I'm doing wonderful. My lights are out because December 28th, 2024, the world's going to end and all those type of things. But other than that, we're going to have a nice wrestling show to watch before that happens. And Christmas was nice. I hope all y'all had a wonderful Christmas and have a wonderful New Year. I have Harry Potter on in the background because why the hell not?
Wow.
Rampage is dead. Long live Rampage. The only takeover thing Jon Moxley ever did was end the damn show. So there's that.
At least he's got one thing. It's better than no things, you know?
There's about 5, 6, or 7 more to go.
Nah, well, we'll see about that. Oracle on the far end. You're in the dark. I was worried you're going to fall asleep, but you seem wide awake now. Yeah, how you doing, bro?
I wouldn't call myself wide awake, but yeah, you know, I'm here. In all seriousness, this is the best looking AEW card in like 8 months, in my opinion. So, you know, I actually think it'll be a really good show. So, because you know, I mean, to be honest, we've been coming on here for the last 6 months, and we're like, well, this looks good, and like most of the shows have turned out okay, but like, I mean, my interest is feigned greatly. So, but this show actually does look quite good,
Yeah.
and I say that sincerely.
There seems to be a higher ceiling on this card than there has been for other shows. Like, we knew the other shows were going to be pretty good. This one seems to be like it could be even better than that. Especially, you know, I'm kind of riding a high personally. Like, because we're coming off the Hammerstein. That's got me kind of up for this, to be honest with you.
Well, you know, the C2 is also, I mean, like that's proven to be an uplifting thing that they do. And it always comes off of they need something. And then the C2, I'm sure it'll be the same thing next year. It'll probably fucking suck, and the C2 will get a big C2 time, and everybody will go, "Thank God it's the C2." And I don't know. I'm being an ass, but you know.
But you're not necessarily wrong.
Happens, so
Yeah, not wrong at all. Like, it's a shot of dopamine because the last like couple months of probably it's like not the worst I've ever seen, but it's like okay, we could do a little bit better here. And then the C2 happens, and there's like it's the least nonsense that shows up on AWTV by a country mile because it's just wrestling, and it's not a bunch of convoluted. Okay, 2 guys walking in the back doing a little interview. You make some bullshit reason up for them to wrestle. No, it's a tournament. It's a way to orient the programming, and the best thing that they've probably done in quite a while was put the semis and the final on the pay-per-view. Yeah. Because your entire month and change of TV has been dedicated to this tournament. Why not dedicate the pay-per-view, the majority of it, to the tournament?
Yeah, I agree.
Correct. They laid the tournament out really well this year, too, because we went to that final weekend. I mean, obviously it's wrestling, so you kind of knew what they were going to do, but like so many people were still alive, and you could talk yourself into a lot of scenarios, and I still think you can for these 2 matches, too, so we'll dive into that. But yeah, it's been a pretty good month of AEW TV, I think.
Yeah, I would agree.
A high man anyway, but
I wouldn't know.
Y'all like watching wrestling TV?
I would definitely know. I've actually really enjoyed this last month of AEW TV. I felt very like the C2 provides a lot more like centers around the matches, especially like this last week's Dynamite. 5 C2 matches, and that was like pretty much it. Outside of what was there a Tony Storm match on that show too against Taya. And that match is actually good too. So it's like
Tony rules.
Tony does rule.
In all honesty, I have watched Dynamite. I didn't watch this week's Dynamite because it was Christmas. I shouldn't have time. I'll probably watch it tomorrow before the show. But I have been watching Dynamite, and I've enjoyed most of it. The issue is just like, it's always the same issue, and it's very funny because someone actually pointed out that this is the exact same issue we had during the C2 last year, where it was like the C2 was good, and then the stuff stinking up the joint was the Jericho stuff and the world title feud. And I love that it's the exact same thing a year later.
For different reasons, but still all the same sunrise, sunset.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very different reasons for Jericho and for the world title feud, but both still stinking up the gaff.
Hell, even Jericho, he's mostly been on TV and like fucking like pre-tapes, but still, it's not good. I would want it on my TV. So, what do you do?
But if we had to have him though, there's much worse Jericho we could do than these New York Minute segments. I can get down with that.
The
not
first
bad.
one was fine, but
Yeah,
the
last year was
first one
worse.
was okay because the only thing he did was just promote like the upcoming shows. After that, it was just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. But at least they're not just like, he sits in the ring and talks in front of a cardboard tree. It could be a lot worse.
Well, we got the Moon guys instead at Hammerstein, so
Yeah. Luckily, I do think that the World's End is being promoted as an actual end to things, kind of like it was last year a little bit, but it feels more like substantial this year. I don't know. I have that vibe going in.
I don't agree with that, but it's fine.
I don't know. They did the pro, like specifically, obviously we'll get into it later, but the MJF and Adam Cole, like the whole thing was like, all right, guys, this is ending right here. And like whether
that is not ending.
whether it does,
going.
remains to be true. But I have to kind of like convince myself a little bit, Have fun
I
with
think
it.
like we'll look at it as we kind of like go through the card, but just looking at it, that's like really the only thing that like is a long-term feud that I actually see ending at this pay-per-view, like potentially ending.
And that might just be good enough for me, to be honest. I need that
Please,
thing
Lord.
going.
Please.
But should we get into these little? We got a super chat and a member. Think we should do that before we get into this card.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Should we have Oracle read them again like we did last time? I think
Yeah,
it's
let's
fun.
have Oracle read them.
All right. First up, Chi-Town Spurs, $2 super chat.
How did Joe get the plague in 2024?
I mean,
Nosferatu.
it's England. What do you expect? I don't know. We can only make those jokes for a few more months till vaccines get banned in our country, and then
Yeah, but for everybody out there that's concerned about Dear Leader Holbert, he's on medication and payday happened. So all's right in the world for the most part.
brother, Joe texted me about this yesterday, and I'd heard of this before, but I didn't know anything about it, and so I Googled it and saw that there's like no treatment for it, and basically it's just like
It's basically tough shit, pal.
just write it out, bro. Like that's like Jesus.
It was like, geez, like the childhood diseases and childhood illnesses, like chickenpox, all that stuff. It's like the only real cure for this is basically just tough shit, kid.
Yeah.
Get some soup.
Yeah.
You're fucked for a week, and then you'll be fine. Sucks to be you.
In the case of chickenpox, you might get whatever, get shingles when you're like 40, and you might die from that. But other than that, you're cool.
Jordan pointing out that Holbert caught the woke virus.
Yeah.
That's insane.
The
Real.
woke mind virus is going around.
Mm-hmm.
Have to be
Dang.
concerned.
All I know is Holbert made sure to pay the people, so I'm a happy man today.
This is
I
true.
did jumping jacks. I did moonsaults in my house, which is the most athletic thing I've done since I was 17. When I saw that paycheck.
I'm not gonna lie, Marcus. This is how I discovered that we got paid today. Like, oh shit! It's not the first time this has happened.
And I do remember the story. You pressed Joe on air, like, where the fuck? Where's our money?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had no idea, and I'm probably about to check my phone here in a minute. So.
I just woke up and he DM me. He's like, "What's your PayPal? Pay out today." I'm like, "Shit, you ain't. That's all you have to say." Send my info. Boom. 2 minutes later, I had a grin on my face.
I got it right before I went into work today. I have a little bit of pep in my step when I walked into the warehouse today. It was wonderful. was feeling good walking in.
I cooked for the whole day. I'm happy as hell.
Well, hell yeah. Thank you, Chi
everyone.
Town
You
Spurs.
pay our salaries.
This
Thank
is true.
you, Joe Holbert. Thank you, Shot Town Spurs, for the super chat.
I love you, Joel Holbert.
I love you.
Moving ahead. Kale of Kale is a member for 4 months.
Is this a thing that you just get a comment for
Every
free?
month you get a super chat.
Wow, I
It's
don't
kind of
like that.
beast.
Am I to read this?
Yes, or
Yeah.
Free rides.
Continental Classic helped AEW TV by cutting time off the lamer parts, and somehow, some way, MJF Cole still found their way into most shows. I agree.
MJF's a good professional wrestler. We're big fans of him here at the Late Night Grin.
Mhm.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Speaking
Hey,
of paying
Max,
our
how are you?
paychecks, appreciate you, Max. Really kind
Nope.
of you.
I need Novi to buy like another 30 seconds of time.
Why?
Do it.
Okay.
I just give demands. He's going
Yeah, it was just yelling at the host here to buy 30 seconds.
I got it. Speaking of Maxwell Jacob Freeman from at Netflix on X, have a happy new year with Happy Gilmore 2 coming to Netflix in 2025, starring Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Watch that on Netflix in 2025.
Mm-hmm. This is true. We are getting a slim bit of revenue, so we do hope you stream that on the Netflix whenever it comes out.
Tell your friends, tell your family, watch it on multiple devices.
But not on different Wi-Fis, because they get you for that. Just make sure you're doing it on the same one.
Same Wi-Fi, every device possible.
If you already have Netflix, sign up for a second account, watch that movie, and then cancel it.
Yeah.
Yes. Use code LNG when you sign up for Netflix.
How about this? How about you pull up Netflix on your smart TV and it says, "Oh, this isn't in your home gimmick thing," because Netflix is a criminal organization. So then I have to go on here and party fuck around to get the damn thing on my smart TV, even though I pay fucking for it. Yeah, you can do that too.
Netflix needs to be investigated.
So I would just like to ask one question on the statement. Oracle, what does farty fuck around mean?
Was this you trying to watch the football game?
No,
Probably.
this was me trying to watch Squid Game when the new season came out.
You might be the only one.
Yeah.
All one of you watching season 2 of Squid Games. I'm saying that is the definition of all shows do not need another season.
No.
It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't need another season. However, the end of the first season did imply that there would be a second.
The first season fucking ruled, and I have no interest in watching. I may end up watching it, but I'm not like.
I'm waiting for someone to do like a breakdown video of everything that happened in like 20 minutes, and I'll do that.
There's definitely a YouTube channel that has that. But like, if it doesn't help, that it's been 3 years since the first season. So like, I hate this like big ass gap that TV shows have to have these days between the seasons. It's so dumb.
We're gonna go 5 years between the Batman and the Batman 2, and it's absolute fucking horseshit.
Oh my god.
And you
the
have the
Batman
Penguin,
2
which
getting
is awesome
delayed.
in between. So it's like,
Well,
I want to watch more of this. Can we wrap it up?
Caden sent the tweet about the Batman 2 getting delayed a year, and I told him that I want to what's the way to say it? I want to Minecraft myself, or what's it called? Like, you know,
unalive.
Unalive, that's the phrasing.
I have better one for
I
you.
heard about.
Take a hiatus from life.
That's a good call. That's a good
Caught
call.
and permanently compromise yourself.
Good call. It's a good comparison to draw between me and that fella. All right, Lord Lambo. Oracle has left us. Who wants to do this one?
Novi, we appear to have opened the floodgates on the free member super chats. I think a lot of people didn't know about these until I brought it up.
Yeah, that's on you, really. 'Cause like 4 of them came in as soon as you said that.
I didn't know that was a thing.
So everyone who sent the free member chat, I want you to go ahead and send the $2 super chat now. And we'll, like, if you don't resend it, we'll have to implement some kind of like thing going on there.
That's the whole drill up.
It's just come on, like
Novi's carnying the fuck out of y'all. Holy shit!
Look, guys, we're here just covering pay-per-views and stuff like that. We got to get our $2 super chats in. Well, I'm working up to a good transition. It's coming in here. Lord Lambo, I will be live at World's End breaking all the scoops at the event. Also happy to finally see an Ospreay, Okada, and Mariah May match live. That is pretty sweet, to be honest. I'm glad you're going to spend your time at World's End. So it looks like a fun show to be at. To be fair.
I wish Mariah had a good opponent, but what can I do?
Not too much on Thunder.
Come on now. Come on.
Not too much. Mid takes. Oracle, you're back. Go ahead and lean in for me.
What's up, guys? Been a rough past few days, but you guys usually make it worth it. You guys have made this year awesome. Appreciate it, boys. Well, I appreciate that. Mid takes. They just laughed at me because I
didn't laugh at you. I laughed at what the confirmed shoot did.
I feel bad because we were laughing during while Oracle's reading this message.
And mid takes is a wonderful, wonderful grinner.
Mid takes, we're not laughing at you. I hope that you are okay. Sending love.
Sending love.
That is a very disingenuous heart there, Caden. But we'll move on.
The fuck does that mean?
So you were like openly laughing when he was reading. You were a little out of line yourself. I'm just saying.
Really does make you think about how Caden Lee feels about the audience. We need to start asking questions. You guys need to start hating on Caden Lee more. I saw that go away.
He calls Novi a fat piece of shit every time he's on air.
He calls me a fat piece of shit whenever he sees me in person, and that was one good time.
Did they actually announce the pre-show?
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah. Guys, I saw them on Wikipedia, and these are fucking horrendous.
Can you? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Can I just read them out real quickly, and we'll just not talk about them?
There's one that pops now, though.
All right, I don't want to talk about any of these. I don't think anybody does. Jeff Jarrett versus QT Marshall.
Yes. Yes.
I love Jeff Jarrett, but
Oracle, let's fucking go.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking rule.
QT keeps getting rewarded for the Costco guys hookup. Shout out to him, bro.
Yes.
Shall we?
Tony Storm versus Layla Gray.
Yes.
Now hold on for just one moment. That is kind of the real.
Yes.
Hang on.
It's kind of crazy. The Outrunners and Top Flight versus Leo Rush, Action Andretti, and the Murder Machines.
Well, we can't move on. Half of that match, great. The other half, not so much.
And we're not going to tell you which half.
I think you can figure it out.
You can infer.
But you can infer.
Listen,
big fans of the Outrunners over here at the Late Night Grin.
Come on, that's 3 1/4 right there. That's a
all I know is it pops me tremendously that they actually used the Murder Machines name.
Murder Machines are Brian Cage and Lance Archer to answer the chat.
Correct.
Great team.
Mm-hmm.
Tag titles eventually.
I don't know why Private Party are not on this show. But
wait, so is there only 3 of them? Is there not 4?
Those are the 3 announced, unless there's another. Let me refresh.
Okay, do some research.
Yeah, I only see 3 on here. Is there another one, JJ?
Okay, well, JJ, you let us know. Guys, we should probably talk about World's End at some point, right? Oh, we should do all these? Okay, I'm going to save this. Hang on. This is a good transition. I don't want to go through here. We'll do Kale's first. Kale, Oracle, you want to read this out for me?
I believe the phrase you're looking for is "kill myself." Folks, call the suicide hotline if you ever have any concerns.
Hey man, Novi's favorite rapper Logic has a song about it, so go ahead.
I've been on the low. I've been taking my time.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, come on, man.
No worries, I got y'all. It's a bad song, to be fair. All right, Lord Lambo.
We just lost our monetization on this episode.
Hashtag thank you
Because I'm so great.
Hashtag thank you Joe Holbert.
Very
Thank
true.
you, Joe Holbert.
Co-signed.
I'm so blessed to be in this era with Joe Holbert in the Late Night Grin. Oh my gosh.
That was crazy the way you said that last bit, but I'll let it slide.
I hope you're having a great day because I am. Hashtag thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Lord Lambo, and thank you, Kale, once again. Of course, we have the next member chat. Member for 4 months, Matt C. Shoot. Oracle, you want to read this one for me?
Looking forward to the World's End preview.
Well, we're looking forward to delivering.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, we're here for
I
it.
am too.
Should be a fun.
Too long.
That's a good member right there.
Yeah.
4 months is a long time.
Yeah.
Time.
Shout out that fella.
Only subscribes to the cheapest tier though, which is unfortunate. But
Shout out to the person who bought me a month of the LNG 3 weeks ago.
Because you're not a sub.
The rules.
I keep forgetting to redo it on my new credit card.
You're disgusting.
Piece of shit.
Okay, and we're leaving that one for a moment. Is what I'll should we shoot? Do you think, or should we just go ahead and bust that one out?
Get them all, bust them all
Let's just
out.
bust them all out. Chi-Town Spurs, $5. Thank you, Chi-Town. We're cool.
Thank you, Marcus, for stopping any further logic-related content from occurring on this program.
I'm for the people. This is what I do. I service the people. I am here to address their concerns. And when I hear anything related to that light, bright motherfucker with a Rubik's Cube, I have to put an end to it.
Well, see, that's the thing about the late night grin. We don't do logic over here. We don't think.
The same bit, yeah. I don't know who the fuck Logic is, but
You ain't missing out.
yeah.
It's okay. We don't have to do that.
We don't do Logic.
Thank you.
He's bad.
Thank you, Chi-Town Spurs, once again. And then the transition that I was waiting to get to this whole time. Drex, surely it's Will versus Okada in the finals. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. Thank you for 3-month member chat, Drex. We do have C2 matches to get into. It's a couple semifinals, actually, should be said. The first of which is Ricochet versus Kazuchika Okada.
Hey, man.
Very true.
Is he canceled now? Is that what I heard?
They're so mad.
Did they run Ricochet out of town again because he did some tweets?
You know,
He undid it.
They ain't Ricochet. They're so mad he's in Worlds End. They're so mad he's in the semifinals. You're so mad he has a nice, clean, bald head. You're so nice he's with Samantha Irwin. You're so mad. Get off yourselves. It comes with spirit guns, bitches.
Wow.
I'll call
Fiery.
him Trevor because that's his name.
Shout out to name Trevor.
I'm one to call him Andrew. We'll start on the left here. Shoot. What are your thoughts about Ricochet going into this? And what are your thoughts about this matchup?
Who's he wrestling again?
Kazuchika Okada.
Okada.
Yeah,
He won his league, and then Okada was runner up in the blue. So yeah.
Well, Ricochet will do his best here. I think he's been fucking awesome on the television program. I'm not going to comment on any tweets that he may or may not have made because I'm not on Twitter anymore and I also don't care. But as a TV character, he's come a long way in the last few weeks. He's actually interesting. So yeah, this match, I genuinely, I would assume Okada's going to win it, but I can make a case that all four of these guys are going to win this tournament. I think legitimately you can make that case. Ricochet has a lot of momentum right now. He's clearly headed towards like a full-blown heel turn. I mean, it's kind of already happened, but I think there's going to be like an actual. I mean, it seems like he's going to join the Hurt Business. That seems like that was all kind of a ruse, as some folks might call it. Yeah, I don't know if looking forward to this match is the right way to put it because it's Okada, but it depends on if he decides to care.
It is pay-per-view.
Yeah, he's had some good matches in this tournament. He's had a couple matches that aired on television, but this one could potentially be really good. I hope Ricochet wins. I think Okada's going to win.
Yeah, I would agree with the sentiment about Ricochet lately. I think he's been tremendous. Kaden Lee, what are your thoughts going into this one, brother?
I think the C2 has done a lot to help Ricochet. It seems like he kind of read a lot of the negative criticism following Full Gear in the match against Konosuke Takeshita, where he was coming off a very good match at Wrestle Dream. I heard it was a good match. I have not seen that match, but I heard it was a good match at Wrestle Dream, and then he works Takeshita almost bad in my opinion. And he really needed it. Character stuff as well, always going to be good, but in terms of the in-ring, he really badly needed that performance. And he's going into that match at Wrestle Dynasty on January 5th in the Tokyo Dome against Zack Sabre Jr., currently slated to challenge the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. And a lot of people were questioning why that decision was made. And I don't think that question's being asked as much now as it was 3 weeks ago. He's elevated himself. AEW's elevated him as well. Very good stuff here by Tony, doing things correctly. Whoever's booking him also doing a good, it's been a success. Again, Twitter stuff aside, I don't fucking care. But purely based on what's going on TV, good job.
Yeah,
Okada's winning though. So.
The C2 has done a lot to help guys find their way, and this is what I'll say. Like, I've really enjoyed it for that reason. I think Ricochet is the prime example of just putting him on TV, giving him matches, and he's worked out what to do with this new character. He's rocking. Marcus, I know you're a big fan of Ricochet lately. Talk to me, brother.
Trevor, man, fucking rules. That's all I gotta say about that. Like, he's just being a fucking cornball. Because, quite frankly, in real life, Trevor Man's a bit of a cornball. So what do when you're on TV? Just lean into that shit. And it's helping him as a character and as a wrestler, especially now he's getting older, where we know him as a generational high flyer, this, that, and the third. Well, here he's 35. He's still very good at it, but on this roster, you can very clearly see he's not exactly what he used to be in that regard. So as a heel, you just kind of allow him to just fuck around with the crowd, which is pretty awesome, man. I can't lie. And the crowd's been doing a great job playing along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the toilet paper.
The toilet paper was fucking awesome. Like the one where they actually cut out of the broadcast, which I fucking hate, where someone just do a roll of paper and they hit him straight on the dick and he just like delayed sold it. It was fucking amazing. But yeah, it's helping him as a wrestler figure some things out. It's allowing him to age better. And it's giving Ospreay a real direction when they go back to that, because they're going to go back to it at some point. And even Swerve, too, they've hinted towards doing something with each other as well after the tournament, where he's just a fucking dork that people want to see get his ass kicked.
Yeah.
And it's working. And as far as Okada goes, it's pay-per-view, so he'll try. It'll be a good match. I don't know what it's going to look like. It's heel versus heel, and you know how those usually go sometimes. Okada's winning, so we can just pencil that one in.
I would guess Okada will work babyface like he did against Fletcher.
Yeah.
The crowd will be behind him. So, like, I was at that show, and, like, as soon as the crowd reacted, as soon as they started chanting, he just leaned right into it and worked babyface the whole match, and it fucking ruled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready for him to turn babyface now after seeing it.
I think it's honestly a good direction for him coming out of the C2, switching things up a little bit.
I think it's coming. I don't know how quickly, but I do think it's coming.
I feel like we're a little ways off, unfortunately.
Yeah. We're probably gonna get to the Kenny stuff, and then probably after that we'll talk about it. But
It'll be
that's
right on.
Yeah. There's a thing you mentioned too, Marcus. The Ricochet Swerve face-off that happened on Dynamite. That was pretty sweet. That felt like a big deal. Yeah. That felt like it was like a real. It just encapsulated like the Ricochet rise. Like that was kind of that would have been something that people would have popped for, but not on the level that they did that night. And it's because of like the good work he's been doing. So it's a good credit to Ricochet. He's been great.
Here comes Oracle to say fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, I don't really give a shit about Ricochet. But you know how sometimes like it's envision it. It's a Saturday, right? And you've got two things you've got to do, okay? And it's a nice day outside, and you may have to go take a nice leisurely stroll to the bank.
What if you need to watch Tennessee get the shit kicked out of them?
And then later on in the day, you may have to go to a party and dress up a little bit or whatever, and interact, socialize a little bit. I figure this analogy works best for Kazuchika Okada, who will choose one match to leisurely walk to the bank, and then the other he will, maybe dress up a little bit and maybe socialize a little bit and actually try. I agree with the person in the chat. He will try for one match, the other he will not. I'm afraid this is the match he will choose to be the leisurely walk to the bank. This match will not be very good, and that's my opinion.
What a beast!
Way to throw cold water on the fire! God damn!
My God, we're sitting over here hyping up Big Rico, Big Geekashay. Oracle just stomps on our fire, just pisses on it.
He's so mad he's from Kentucky and has a bald head. Come on.
Oh, I don't care about that. I just find him to be wholly uninteresting.
Well,
hey man.
Oracle's in Knoxville, and it's been a rough week for them down there. So,
I don't give a shit.
I know you don't care, but let me get my jokes off.
My sincere condolences. I would just like to say my sincere condolences to the Tennessee Volunteers. They had a great season. Yes, I'm full of shit, and I don't give a fuck. Fuck Tennessee. Eat a dick. Rest in piss, Nico.
Oracle.
Yeah. Oh, me? Oh, you want me to say anything? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't really have much sympathy for them. But I'll say this. I'll say this in defense of my Vols fans. Fuck Florida, Marcus. Fuck them to hell.
Well, fuck you two. We'll see you at the
This is
swamp.
fuck you, Oracle.
My God.
This is why you fuckers haven't won the swamp since I was 5 years old.
I'm not a Tennessee fan.
Good.
He's
I'm
a
a
Gamecock
Gamecock fan.
fan. He's a Gamecocks fan.
South Carolina fan. It's a
Yeah.
heated rivalry to
You
finish 5th in the SEC next year.
Hey, man. DJ Lagway and Lenore Sellers is appointment TV. Sad and on the schedule, but, you know.
Yes. Yeah. I agree with that. We gave
Well
Lawrence Sellers like $3 billion, or not $3 billion.
$3
Almost
billion.
$3 million.
Insane.
Did you see that Duke quarterback got $8 million over 2 years?
What?
Joe's
Dude,
gonna be
seriously?
so
To
pissed.
do
when he
what?
watches this.
I love it, yo, like to death. Hell, we fucking stole
No,
a
are you
recruit from fucking
serious?
Oregon at
Yeah.
25.
That's
8 million
fucking
over 2
nuts,
years.
bro.
That
Yeah, we
quarterback
gave,
from
we
Tulane.
gave okay. Just as like the most guys we paid were, or the most we paid Dylan Stewart, like 2.5 to 3 million, and then we paid Lenore Sellers almost 3, I think.
I mean, you're worth it. You have arguably the best
Yeah,
quarterback in the
absolutely,
SEC,
yeah.
at least one of them, plus one of the best pass rushers in the SEC. So, yeah, pay that money.
Yeah, for sure.
The NIL
Anyway,
deals
sorry
will be
for
funny.
the aside. You know, we got football heated there for a moment, but
Yeah,
We
go
do have
Gamecocks.
it's a little hot.
We
I've
got
had a lot of wins
we
lately.
got
I
the
need
Fighting
to
Illini on
get my shit in.
we got the Fighting Illini on Tuesday. We only had 2 opt-outs, so that's they're 2 good players, but that's not bad.
It's almost a full squad.
Yeah.
Better than some teams will get.
Look, at least Oklahoma lost. I'm sure we're all happy about that.
Yeah, fuck
Sad,
them. I
dude.
don't like Oklahoma. I fucking hate them actually. So who cares?
I have no thoughts in terms of Oklahoma, but I just never cared about them, like, at all.
Boomer Sooner.
Fuck OU.
Is he going to be on this
Right,
show?
he's a good Boomer Sooner. I'm
Hope
sure
so.
JR will call these
Probably.
shows,
He
including.
will.
I would not be surprised if Jim Ross called the Continental Classic Final
Yeah.
on this show.
Especially if Okada's in it, because that motherfucker loves Okada.
Yes, he
He
does.
loves
He does
Okada.
love
down.
He
Okada.
loves Okada.
Like, when he did his New Japan, like, that was, like, the one of the big takeaways that he fucking loved Okada. He adored that man.
Yeah. He loved Okada and he loved Moxley during some time there,
Yeah,
too.
he loves Mox.
Mox
Yeah,
is one of
well,
his
you know.
faves.
Can't win them all.
Yeah, well, 1 for 2. It's all right. 50% from the field. Nothing crazy. Well, folks, we should maybe get into the next C2 semifinal match. You think?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Fuck it. Will Ospreay will be facing Kyle Fletcher. Let's go opposite to back so we can we get the fire stomped out first,
Good
and
call,
then we can
Yeah.
relight it as we move down the line.
Relight the
Oracle.
fuse.
Relight the fuse. Oracle, tell me how you're feeling about Ospreay and Fletcher.
This match should probably be good. I really liked the Will match with Brody King on Wednesday. I thought that was great.
Mhm.
That rule.
That's the kind of Will I want to see. Like, it kind of reminds me of I mean, it's no surprise to anybody. I mean, I'd much rather watch an RVD match from like when RVD was good, mind you, than I would like a real Ospreay match. But it kind of reminds me of like what I always thought was the best RVD, which was when he would just like bump and sell and like face a bigger guy instead of like doing like, oh, I'm fucking cool and I'm gonna smoke this blunt after this match. RVD, yeah, like I much prefer when he was, taking like spike DDTs on his head and shit and taking bumps. And Will's great at that. Like, he's wrestled Brody King 2 or 3 times this year, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? He wrestled Brody King already
think he
once
is.
this year. I think they had a really good match. Or am I misremembering?
I don't think he did. I think he wrestled Lance
No?
Archer.
Lance
He wrestled
Archer-
Lance.
okay,
I was
yeah,
there for
what
that
I'm
match.
thinking of. Thank you, Marcus. That's what I'm thinking of. But
All
like,
those big white guys look alike.
yeah, they all.
So
fucking-
one has a big ass braid down his back and a tramp stamp, and the other one's Brody King. Yeah.
But yeah, I really like that match. Kyle Fletcher is gotten really good. I like the way he paces his matches. I like the way he to me he has changed the way he's worked from a guy who does I'm gonna be a Will Ospreay because he's my best friend. I'm gonna be like a clone and do spots and shit, to a guy who actually is knows how to fucking pace a match and shit.
Yeah.
It popped me when he like very much online and like saw the Randy Orton comparisons and decided to do his fucking DDT the other day.
That was funny.
Beast.
So that popped me. This of course is a rivalry that they've had the last couple months, pretty heated one. This show's in Florida, right?
Yes.
Orlando, yeah.
Mhm.
So they can bleed whenever, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So they'll probably still have a feud in there, so they may not have it here. I kind of want it in the last match. With it being a C2 match, you know, we probably won't get it. We'll probably get a feud ender on TV in January, but I think Will wins this, but I do think this will be a pretty intense match, and I trust the match enough to where it'll probably be holy shit, let's do a spot and kick out and dramatic kind of tone that does annoy me, but I feel like they're both, you know, Fletcher's improved enough and Will's kind of adjusted to the TV style enough to where it won't be so much that it's like drives me nuts, but I do think that they'll probably go in that direction. But I also think it will be a match that, I'll say this, it'll be a match that will be highly praised by a lot of people, and will definitely deliver. Whether or not I like it as much as everybody else, it's a match that I do think will be very good and has the potential to be match of the night.
20-minute time limit too, Oracle.
What, 20 minutes?
Should be, yeah.
Still be.
Mhm.
See, that's good. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
It'll
help.
The biggest issue is when they, you know, when there's no time limit and they have these guys go 33 minutes and it's just out of hand. But see that makes it a whole lot better too. That actually makes me even more confident. But yeah, Will's winning this. I think it's Will and Kazu in the final.
Yeah, I would think so. I think there's a lot to be said about Fletcher and his improvement over the last little bit here. I think a lot of his like new heel tendencies that he's been displaying, I think those will keep you engaged rather than like some of maybe the past matches have. Marcus, oh how sweet it must be. What are your thoughts heading into this one?
First of all, Novi, before we do go any further with this, I would just like you, and I would also like Caden Lee here, to say his full name.
I mean, it's the Protostar.
Protostar Kyle
Fletcher.
Oh, how sweet it must be to be the Protostar Kyle Fletcher. I need to do that on TV one day. One day I need to do that shit. But nah, I'm really up for this match. I love Kyle Fletcher. Like, he's been tremendous since turning heel. It's kind of scary how good he's gotten at it at his age. What, 26 now? Like, dude, he has no right to be as good as he is on TV. He has no right to be as good as he is with working the crowds and pacing himself at this age and at this stage. And feuding with Ospreay, the dynamics are very clear. Everyone adores Will Ospreay. Everyone fucking hates Kyle Fletcher, and the stripping his offense down stuff works for the whole he's trying not to be an Ospreay clone anymore thing. And he's getting the you're the Ospreay's better chance, you're that Ospreay chance, like throughout matches. And it's working gangbusters for him. And with the C2, like Novi said earlier, helping as a launching pad for a lot of guys, it helped Swerve last year on the way to the world title and this past April. And right now it's helping Ricochet find himself in AEW. Kyle Fletcher's continuing his momentum. Sean Benjamin's looked awesome. Mark Briscoe looked good. Darren Garcia, I thought it was kind of falling off a little bit, but towards the end, especially with the Fletcher match, he picked it up. And there's no different here. It's going to be a great match. It's going to be heated. Ospreay's getting his win back here. It'll be him, Kazu, in the final. I think Ospreay does win the final, and they run it back in Australia in February.
Yeah, I could see something like that. I think we're all kind of leaning the same way for the finals. I think, Caden, you're leaning the same way as well.
Yeah. The Protostar Kyle Fletcher is a very good wrestler. I've liked him quite a
Good
while.
correction there.
Yeah, I started liking him in New Japan back when Aussie Open were first starting back there, and it's definitely not as early as someone like Chuck, but still pretty early before they debuted on Dynamite, which is when a lot of people figured out who they were. And I've always loved Kyle Fletcher. I do like I like flippy guys and athletic guys, and that's what he was doing. Like not like heavy flips, but he was doing a lot more athletic shit. And I really fucked with him. And then he developed as a wrestler and became what he is now. And he did something very similar to what Will Ospreay did during the pandemic, and in a very different way because his moveset is so much different than Will's, especially because he's doing the thing where he's not wanting to be Will, but very similar in terms of like how he did that transition in such a short period of time. And I love the strides he's taken. The big thing at that point, because I knew he had the in-ring down for a little bit at this point, but the big thing was, could he get the heat with the crowd that he needed? And he got the heat with the crowd. Mm-hmm. Honestly, like I know a lot of us were like a little afraid of what would happen if Ospreay put over Fletcher, and we're a little bit weary of it. Ospreay putting over Fletcher at Full Gear in hindsight was a fantastic decision. Everything they did with it, the follow-up was fantastic, in my opinion. I do think they're going to even it out here. And I said it for a while that I thought that they would go 1-1 in this. Like whoever won at Full Gear, they were going to then lose at some point in this tournament. And then you do a third match in Australia for the title, for the Continental Championship. And I still believe that that's the goal that they're going in, or the direction they're going in.
Yeah, and one thing you said was the follow-up. Yeah, Kyle got the win. It all led to him getting the win when we first did the predictions. And then he transitioned it right into the C2, where he got to flesh out more of his character. He got to flesh out more of his in-ring style, what he wanted it to look like. And he won his group. And you go right back to the Ospreay match. You already have a backstory. You know it's for stakes on the line this time. Winner goes to the final. And the crowd knows who's the babyface and they know who's the heel. And it's going to act accordingly. So, really good job on the team by AEW there for actually having a real plan and sticking to it and dovetailing into the next chapter of this feud. And I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, that's exactly what, like, it wasn't necessarily we were worried about, like, Ospreay putting him over. It was more so, like, are they going to be able to follow this up correctly? And luckily they have. And I think, like, the perfect example of, like, how they've done it and, like, an example that's been done well is that Mark Briscoe match. That was like the one where I'm like, okay, it's worked. They did what they set out to do. You know, he feels like the biggest deal in the world right now. It feels like he's on a long road to the world title next year, I would even say. Shoot, I know you've been very positive as well. What's your thoughts on this match going in?
I'm looking forward to this a lot. Kyle Fletcher, Protostar. Kyle Fletcher is a this match, this Ospreay and Fletcher match, will happen again for the World Championship at some point in the future. Fletcher is phenomenal. I've always liked him, but I didn't realize I didn't think he had this in him. I'm not going to lie. I didn't see this.
It's a whole new side.
Yeah. He's been incredible. I do think Will's going to win here. And then, doing it in Australia makes all the sense in the world. And Kyle can win the Continental title in Australia. It feels like the play. Which that'll also be an interesting one too, because you would assume in that instance that Kyle will be the babyface and Will will be the heel that night, and that'll be a fun dynamic that hopefully they'll lean into. Although I don't think you can also rule out that they just root for Will anyway, but it probably won't happen. This match should be really good. You can tell how good Kyle Fletcher is because he's won Oracle over. We're all on board with Kyle Fletcher. Like this dude, he's special. Like I said, I didn't see this coming to this level, especially this fast. But yeah, he feels like, a centerpiece of the product, and it'll be a shame when he's wrestling in Orlando again here in a couple of years. But for now, we'll enjoy him. And
we said we're going to start it off, so we don't have the Cold War. Now we're pouring it on there now anyway. Goddamn.
Can't help myself. I've been waiting to do something with the Orlando thing, and that probably wasn't the right one, but
there might be another one coming down the line. I think I could see.
There was one set up very easily for you, like.
Yeah, but look, bro, we're an hour in and we're 2 matches in. Like, I can get my shit in. Like,
yeah, it's probably
still laying on the apron for 45 minutes now. Like,
can we? I'm assuming we're doing this, Novi, but we're just going to go ahead and talk about the final, right? And then under the rest of the stuff.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
I feel like it'd be weird to jump to the other stuff and wait to talk about this. So.
Yeah, we're gonna go right into the final. I think we all have the same finals. That's gonna be Okada and Ospreay. I think.
Yeah.
I'm a little curious about that match. I don't know why. I think it'll be good, but I don't know. I'm just thinking.
Okada showing up to work. He's showing up. Like I know, like I have not seen their Battle in the Valley match from this year, but I heard it was like not the greatest. They have some fucking awesome matches together whenever they really want to go and work. The G1, the Wrestle Kingdom matches, like they are really good together. And Okada like shows up when he wants to show up. Ospreay is someone he will consistently show up for. The only reason Battle in the Valley they both didn't is because they were both on their way out the door. They will say, "We're not working in San Jose, California."
They gave that 5 for some reason because of course he did, which is so funny. Like, bro, they were going through the motions. They were like 1, 2, down, up. Like, dude, Ospreay's out the way of the company. Everyone found out that fucking Okada was gone, which I knew already that he was gone.
Dave just counts the near falls. You should know this by now. He counts. Okay, how many near falls were there? 1, 2, 3. It's a math problem for Dave.
Yeah, if it's 5 near falls, he's going 5. If a woman, he's going 4 3/4.
It's a math problem for Dave.
I'm serious. I'm not trying to. It was. I think Tape Machines pointed this out one time. He's exactly right. It is a math problem to Dave Meltzer. How many near falls are there in a match? How many moves are there in a match? That's how he looks at wrestling. Which is fine. Yeah. I mean, like I think it's completely insane, but you know, I mean, people, you know, but that's how he does it. That's why we see weird matches that are 5 stars that don't make any sense because he counted the. I mean, that's a theory still, but yeah, I mean,
hey, man, there's some things I'll say about Dave Meltzer, but I can't do them here. I just hope he knows he's not seeing heaven. I just hope when the day he finally expires, he is not this pearly gates because you compare Sean Benjamin to Val fucking Venus.
Interesting. Oh yeah, he's been up to.
Tough. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Unfortunate.
I will say this. Let me be clear. Shelton is a better worker than Val Venus, but Val Venus is pretty good for a few years there.
He's right, but I wasn't going to say it because he's a lunatic now.
Oh, yeah. He's a fucking idiot.
I will not be putting over Val Venus in any capacity.
Yeah.
Do a little bit more cool. So we all think this match is going to be good. We all think Okada's going to show up to work. Ospreay's always showing up to work doing his thing. Who do we have winning, though? Ospreay, you think, for that rematch with Fletch?
This one has like a longer time limit, right?
Yeah,
I think yes. Yeah, I don't know how long, but it does.
So the thing is, common sense to me would say Ospreay wins, and they do the match for the title in Australia. But I think the direction from here, I think Kenny's going to confront Okada after this match. So the question is like, how do you do that if Okada's losing? And like, I get the argument that Okada and Kenny doesn't need the title, but Will and Kyle doesn't either. So I think you could go either way there. But I guess at the end of the day, Will probably wins. But I could definitely see them. You know, they've been pushing this thing about if Okada wins, then he ties the most tournament. Is it ties or breaks the record for most tournaments?
Maybe breaks it.
Might be okay. Breaks it.
Yeah.
I could see him doing it, and then then Kenny shows up, and I guess they do that match for the title. I don't know if that's Australia or somewhere else, but
that screams less Australia and more Texas to me. That matchup.
That's a long build, but yeah.
I don't know. I do think Kenny's coming back. I think seems
feels like a guarantee.
Because I think they want to have him for that wonderful Asheville show.
Guys, spoiler alert. He fucking lives there. So
might help
breaking
things.
News, guys.
Breaking news. Kenny Omega lives in Central Florida.
I don't know if he'll be at the Asheville show, but they seem
don't say that.
By then.
Be more confident.
They were set. It seemed like there was a story about how he was going to Japan early to be ready for it, and I felt like that was like setting expectations, so you knew he wasn't going to be at that show, but I could be wrong.
I would hope
think
you're
he's gonna-
wrong because I'll be in the
he's
fucking
gonna-
building for that, and I want to hear Battle Cry, and I need it.
What the pay-per-views on Sunday, the 5th is Sunday. I think he's gonna get on that flight the next day, like right after World's End.
Yeah.
I think he's getting on a flight to.
You're getting a different
There's
return.
there's zero.
I
chance
I know I want both. I'm like greedy, but I do think there
Go
will
get
be at
Edge.
least one.
Be happy.
Hey, don't call him by his.
Yeah, that's not his name anymore.
It's not his name anymore, man.
Big Coat.
Yeah,
Call him Adam.
I
Big
think you
Coat.
know him.
I'm excited for him to come back. So basically, I think most of us have Ospreay. What? Decide on this shoot. Who do you think's winning this?
Ospreay's gonna win because the chat's now
Ospreay's
got me doubting whether Kenny's actually gonna confront Okada or it'll be Moxley.
I mean, logically, Ospreay should win anyway because, quite frankly,
Oh.
he needs to win something because he's lost a lot.
Yeah,
recently.
he is losing too much.
This is
Yeah.
this is true. Caden.
Yeah. Look, this is what's gonna happen. Picture it in your mind. Ospreay is gonna hit the Tiger Driver. Hasn't done it. I feel like he hasn't done it in a little bit. Did he do it against Brody? I didn't watch the Brody match.
No, he did Stormbreaker.
Okay, so he hasn't done it in a little bit. He's gonna hit him with the Tiger Driver.
Mhm.
Hit him blade. 1, 2, 3. Wins the belt. He walks up he gets the belt, but he walks up the ramp because the belt is displayed on the ramp. So he goes up. He gets the belt. He's holding it high. Battle cry hits. Kenny Omega comes out. You get a stare down with Ospreay. They shake hands. Ospreay goes back through the face tunnel. He gets in the ring and confronts Kazuchika Okada.
We have a big problem with that scenario.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers should never shake hands. Fuck
Oh, I
that.
thought it was
I'm
Okada
gonna say,
taking
it's all
Tiger
sight.
Oh, that's probably another problem. So we have two problems in that scenario, Kaden.
I think maybe they don't shake hands, but they're going to do like a mutual respect spot. They're going
Might give
I
a nod,
guarantee you
like
they're
a-
going to do a
yeah.
mutual respect spot.
Like a
Yeah.
little nice.
Also, I think Okada would take a Tiger Driver.
Yes.
From
He-
Ospreay, he'll take a Tiger Driver.
Like Okada's a bit of a nut, and he's a bit of a nut for people he loves. Like he loves Shelton, and that match was pretty good. He's kind of tried for that one. Adores Okada, adores Kenny. Like you know who he's gonna work with and who he's not.
Bro.
You liked the Shelton match?
I actually did. I thought it was a fun match.
So did I. We're like the only two people in the world.
I
I thought it was
pretty
fun.
good. It was good. You count three.
I know
like
why
to see-
people like don't think he's gonna do it. I feel like y'all are like whenever we think about Okada, you think about him in such a narrow sense because he doesn't try, and you point to like War Games where he didn't do shit, and like cool, but that's not how this guy's mind works. He will do shit whenever it's the people he likes.
I find it very funny that we have to analyze Okada matches this way every time. Like, does he like this
It's kind of
wrestler?
fucking awesome. Unfortunately, I think it
It's
fucking
kind
rules.
it's kind of sick.
Right.
I love
it's-
it.
I hate to look. I hate
and-
to bring up the guy, but it's like the last like 5 years of Brock Lesnar's WWE career. We had the exact
Jesus.
same conversations for every match.
And with Okada, it also comes to the sense of it's very apparent that most of these people have never watched a single minute of Okada outside of the big shows where you see him going 30 minutes with people. Like, guys, on these tags with like Toriano and shit, he is doing this. Like, guys,
This is he's just working. He works TV like it's a road too.
exactly.
Yeah, he does.
He feels like a road to, and he's treating this like it's fucking Dominion.
That's probably a good call. Dominion's probably the ceiling.
He's gonna
maybe.
treat Ricochet like it's Power
But-
Struggle,
but the
and he'll
problem
treat
is-
Ospreay like it's Dominion.
There you
I
go.
respect that because I mean, who would want to actually try, But like the thing is, on U.S. television, the whole point of TV is to actually like be good TV wrestlers now. So it's the
You don't give a fuck.
antithesis of what you really need to try to do on U.S. television. Whereas Road 2 tags in New Japan are literally like, please kill me now. Why is this happening? So like,
Well, that road to the Tokyo Dome tag recently was fucking awesome, I will say. Speaking of that.
Did you see it, Oracle?
what's that?
The match he's talking about. Did you see it?
What, some Road 2 tag in New Japan?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
no,
was-
absolutely not. I was too busy watching Squid Game or whatever. They all make fun of me for.
I'm telling you now, you'll have a better time watching ZSJ and Oiwa versus Shooter and Tomohiro Ishii than season 2 of Squid Games. It was actually a very awesome match.
I believe it. I believe it.
He's like, y'all like Road 2?
Oracle said,
No, but that match was very good though. Like Oiwa killed himself. Shooter and ZSJ looked great. I'm actually hyped for that match for some reason. I didn't think I was going to be, but that'll be great.
Oracle, have you heard the news that Shota Umino is allegedly back on the gas?
Allegedly. I look with my eyeballs, bro. That's no
watch
here.
our eyes.
Even looks like Zero.
Yeah, I knew that.
He's like, y'all like.
I mean, I know the name because everybody talks about him. Like, he's fucking Ric Flair or fucking Terry Funk or something. But I mean, I don't actually know. I don't know what he looks like.
So that's your goal whenever. So who do you have winning the C2?
I shouldn't say Flair. I mean,
yeah, that was interesting. I was gonna like step past that a little bit.
I was like, Flair. Well, that's not good. And I was like, Terry Funk.
That was a worse example.
That was
a worse example. Terry Funk is the greatest wrestler who ever lived.
For Shooter, Shooter's not a good example for Funk.
He's a Nepo baby. Don't worry about it, Oracle.
Yeah.
A good Nepo baby when he wants to be, but Nepo baby all the same.
Hey, that Ospreay match. It's a good Nepo baby. Oracle, who do you have winning the C2, bro?
I think Will's going to win the C2. I think this match will be pretty good. I think Will and Fletcher will be the best match of the three matches. But I think this will be pretty good. I do think Okada will try in this one. I think Will will win. I think it makes the most sense. Because I don't know. In my head, like, you got to end the year good for Ospreay. He needs to, Will's fine because like he's so over and he works so hard in the ring and whatnot. But I don't know. There has been some rehabbing needed to be done for him, which they've done well enough here in the C2 in the last couple of months. But when they he lost to Swerve in the summer, which was a tough decision. You had to pick one of them, and really they shouldn't have done the damn match. But anyways, regardless, Will got stuck in the MJF feud. Who of course we're friends of on the show here. Love you, Max. Awesome. But that feud hurt Ospreay and
It hurt his aura, you would say.
Yeah, absolutely. He needs this. I think he needs to win the C2 gimmick and start hot for 2025. I think he will.
Yep.
I would agree. My thought process on this, I think Ospreay is gonna win it as well. My thought process, I think Kenny's coming back and he's gonna confront Okada, and I'm assuming he would beat Okada whenever they have that match. And I don't think Kenny would want to do the C2, so then he'd have to lose. And Kenny ain't losing in big 2025. He's telling all these jobbers to lay down. That's what he's going to be doing. So we can't have that. So it's got to be Will. That's my. What do you guys think about that?
That actually makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, except for the part with Kenny refusing to lose, because that's not going to happen. But it should. But
we ain't laying down in big 2025. The god of pro wrestling.
This one win gets for all y'all.
Yeah. I honestly I feel pretty confident that Fletcher's beating Will for this title in Australia, that I've started to think about like the wider picture of what's going to happen when they run Takeshita versus Fletcher title for title at All In.
Oh, I thought you were going to do that other one that you told me about the other day. When are you going to do that? Are you going to do that tonight?
I texted the guys in the group chat the other day and I said, guys, I don't know why I think this is going to happen, but I'm like fairly confident they're going to do an OG Elite match. Who did I throw with them, Novi?
Danielson.
I thought Danielson in there too. I said OG Elite plus Danielson versus Death Riders plus Jackie Perry, Blood and Guts.
Chat.
That's not happening.
Blow this guy's house up.
This is what I said was going to happen while Darby's
We
climbing.
will send the corners to his house to y'all shortly. Whoever does the job will be getting my next LNG check.
Guys, I never said that's what I want to see. That's what I just think is going to happen.
See, that was a good thing. I was trying to. It was a good thing. It's bad idea.
No, it's fairly unfortunate, but
it's very poor. Well, that's the C2. It'll be a fun part of the show. I think it'll add a lot of life to it. I'm looking forward to it. The chat is eating you up for that one.
Do y'all think they're going to start with those two matches, the semis?
Probably,
yes.
yeah.
I would low key think if it were me, The C2 would main.
I'd main with the finals and Kenny's return.
Yes.
Unless they have a massive angle for the Moxley thing. I don't know how you don't like unless Danielson's returning.
Oh, brother, another beatdown?
I think
No, genuinely, like if Brian Danielson's not returning at the end of that match, I don't know why you would main event with the 4-way.
Yeah.
Because hashtag the world title, which guys, this feud's not hot enough.
They've given up on that at this point, though. There've been enough times where it doesn't main event.
Yeah, and should be one of those times where it's a slam dunk. It shouldn't, but it will.
Yeah.
Because box.
Well, happens. We'll get into that maybe a little later. We'll talk.
It's gonna be the main event. Mox ain't fucking. Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
you know what it
guys.
is by
Can
now.
we believe? Can we be
Hey,
happy?
Sean, we're gonna main event the Continental Classic. All right, I'll see y'all later. Just leave.
I'll put it this way.
He's right.
My main event will be this match. Once this match is over, and no matter where it is on
You
the
ain't
card,
even gonna watch the show.
once the C2 finals happen, I am done. I am done with World's End. I am closing the show. I am leaving the Grin along.
You
That
don't
is
even
my
watch
out.
AEW. You're a
I
hater
watched
now.
Dynamite.
You watch the product.
You don't even watch the product.
I
You're a
watched
faker.
Dynamite. I just missed this week. I do watch
Okay.
Dynamite.
Okay,
Oh,
kid,
that's
don't
okay.
worry.
Because in 2025, I ain't fucking watching the TV, bro. I mean, I'm done with that shit.
We're going to Max anyway. Fuck this. I got my Max subscription.
I legit am gonna literally pick like, I'll look at the results or whatever, and I'll tape all the shows or whatever. But there's gonna be like, I'm just gonna look. Oh, Shelton Benjamin wrestling. Okay, I'll watch this.
I assume that was.
Oh, Mark Briscoe match. Sure, yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah, Darby Allin match. Yeah, sure, I'll watch that.
You got to throw down some stairs tonight, Oracle.
Mhm.
Who did
And there was still no heat
Darby
from
Allin.
Moxley because no one fucking cares about him.
what on Rampage?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was asleep. I missed
They
that.
put a chair around his neck and stomped on it and threw him down the stairs.
Oracle, what was the better nap? Your nap during Rampage or your nap during War Games?
Oh, the nap during War Games is probably better. Yeah,
That one is longer, maybe.
yeah. At one point, I woke up during War Games and saw Bronson Reed jump off a damn cage and CM Punk pull Roman Reigns out of the way. I thought, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah. And then at one point, you reviewed a match and then went back to sleep on the timeline.
Yeah, I did. I could do that, didn't I?
Yeah. Well,
my Gamecocks beat Clem Sucks that day, which was a wonderful day. Lenora Sellers went off and just, did his thing. And I was very tired from an emotionally exhausting day. And the women's War Games match is one of the worst matches I've ever seen. One of the worst matches in the history of wrestling.
It was so
dude. Chill.
And
The WWF counselor is on the screen with you, man. Chill.
Oh my god!
Wait, what?
The counselor's on screen, bro. Okay.
Come on, man.
What?
You gotta chill, bro.
Crazy. That's crazy.
That's wild. Hey, man, we call him a Confederate on here for like the last several shows. It was about time you guys get back on you somehow. It is what it is. You got to hold that. I'll put the orbit on.
Caden of Air Gold fame.
Air Gold? Fucking Air Gold.
I don't watch. The funny thing is, I don't watch the Fed at all.
That's what you like to tell people.
Hey, whoa. No, we are not doing that. Shoot, we're not doing that.
Hey, man.
Oh, come on.
Good God.
Can we get this Dynamite Diamond Ring bullshit out of the fucking way?
All right, you want to?
Yeah, let's do that.
You want to?
Might as well.
Can we get this shit out of the way?
All right, let's do it. The Dynamite Diamond Ring final
match.
match.
Dynamite Diamond Ring yet on AEWshop.com?
Hey, we don't have an affiliate code for that one. Just the Netflix. Chill, bro.
Max is a friend of the program.
Man.
Oh, he's hooking us up? Let's fucking go.
Use code
No, I just wanted to
MJF.
get some royalties.
Use codes Worlds End for 25% off starting at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Do y'all think that that's going to win worst feud of the year 2 times in a row?
No.
Yes.
Dude, back to back is very funny. That's actually
Rhea
gonna
and
happen.
probably win it, but I mean,
Rhea and
this
Liv
is
is like
okay.
significantly worse.
Yeah, but that's less funny. This is way funnier if it happens 2 years in a row.
I guess, yeah. True.
Well, actually, Max is a friend of the program. We probably should advocate against that. All right, anyways, MJF versus Adam Cole. They're fighting for a ring. Who could give a fuck? Caden Lee, could you give a fuck?
No. Fighting for a ring just like my divorced parents.
Oh fuck!
Jesus.
Like,
Do they only have one ring that they shared?
No, I thought it was a funny joke.
That is insane self-deprecation there. Do you need to talk to someone about this? Have you talked to someone about this?
Joke.
Okay. All right. We're just looking out for your best interest. Go to Universal. Go have a butterbeer and just drown your sorrows.
Marcus, I'm in Texas.
Get on a plane. I don't know. Go.
you can go hang out with your good friend Mark Calloway.
Yeah, he's down the road.
Yeah, you can even hook up with Ted Cruz or something. You know, talk about power grids and shit.
Well. Oh, shoot. Could you care about this match?
Bob knows him personally. I'll hit him up.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman is a good professional wrestler, and he'll try very hard in this match. Good luck to him. But yeah, hopefully this is the end of it, and he, gets to do something interesting after this, and doesn't get tied up in a fucking months-long feud with the worst wrestler on professional wrestling television right now.
Could you name
and
that
yes,
person?
And yes, I remember that Chris Jericho's on TV. Adam Cole's worse. So yeah, it's a shame, but good luck, Max. We'll be rooting for you.
We will over on LNG. Oracle, you'd be rooting for Max. You
Sure, why not? Bell to bell, I can watch Max. The other stuff, I'm busy, Max. I can't really watch the other stuff. Sorry. Bell to bell, sure. Yeah, this is not going to be very good. I'm afraid to say. But I don't think we'll have to blame the Long Island native for that one. I have to say so. But this could go on far too long, and I have concerns about it. And this is the one match I have very little interest in. I.e., I have no interest in at all. But yeah. Matt will absolutely try his best. He's very ambitious, so credit to him for that. But
this is like the second pay-per-view this month that someone from Long Island is going to try really hard and just get fucked over by a useless opponent. It's unfortunate.
What was the first time?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
We're talking about Cardona.
Yeah, man. He's always ready. He's the complete. He tried really hard in that match.
In fairness, I actually liked the parts when it was him controlled, and after that, it fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
I'll give him his hands on that one.
That didn't that joke didn't hit because no one watched that show.
We did. We all did.
Yeah,
we sat here and did it.
For what show?
ROH.
Oh, yeah, that was a thing that happened.
We bit the bullet so everyone else didn't have to.
Yeah.
Ah, that fucking sucked.
What?
Okay.
I like that show. It was okay.
Oh, I thought it was bad.
I mean, Commander win was cool.
The Commander win probably carried that for me.
Yeah, were you excited when Danhausen came back?
Who?
He had the teeth. He had the teeth.
Oh.
Did he have a new T-shirt? Is it even real?
I'm sure he does. I'm sure it's selling.
My favorite part of the was when somebody posted the clip of when poor Bandito concussed himself.
Yeah,
and y'all's live reaction.
Yeah,
was amazing.
I was like,
we're all just
Brian Keith was sitting there trying to hit his fucking spot. I saw the fucking clip. What the fuck are you doing, dude? Get the fuck out of the ring.
Again,
this
is why being always ready is important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not everyone can do it.
Anywho, this match is not going to be very good. This feud isn't very good. Adam Cole's not very good. He's dragging good people along with him to hell, unfortunately. Please retire Adam Cole now, for all of us.
Jeez.
I don't want to see Roger Strong wrapped up in this bullshit. I don't want to see Kyle Ryan wrapped up in this shit. Hell, I don't even want to see the Kingdom wrapped up in this shit. I don't even like Max that much. I don't even want to see him wrapped up in this shit.
Marcus, there's only one man who can save Adam Cole, and we need to campaign for this to happen, and that man is Triple H.
I don't even think Triple H can save him at this point. At this point, that's a mercy killing. Take him out back.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get him out of AEW, bro.
That's what I thought we were doing. That's what I
I'll
thought
pack
we
his
were gonna
bags right
shoot.
now. He'll be
Dude, we're
jobless, wrestlingless, orless, girlfriendless, everythingless.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I will say.
NWA World Heavyweight Champion Adam Cole.
Oh my god, the world's champion.
Bischoff is booking MLW.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh,
I
Big
think we
Bish
can
can
make
save Adam
something
Cole.
work. I think we
man,
can do something
him
there.
versus Alex Kane in UWF rules match, like they did last time. We can do that.
Dude, there's black and gold lore there too. He's got Bobby Fish ready to go.
Yeah,
I
you can
think-
do some. You can do some. Don't hit my friend stuff over there. Your hands can shake over there. You can do all that, Adam. You can do all that. That's the place for you. You ain't gonna make much money, if any money whatsoever. But that's the place for you right now.
Mhm.
It is what it is, brother. It don't work out for all of us. I thought it was gonna be cool. The super click stuff was fine when you first got here. After that, it fell off a cliff, and your ankle fell off your body. Your shoulder fell off. Your brain died. Came back to life.
He decided to
get
bathe
anymore.
in mustard for some reason, which I thought was weird.
That too. It's not gonna work, brother. It's not gonna work.
You know,
It's been a
he should
weird
probably,
run.
you know, he enjoys playing video games. He could probably just go on the gimmick and play video games and get paid for that, you know?
Honestly, yeah, he probably could make a whole lot of bank doing that shit. People like him. People like Chugs.
Yeah.
Lean to being Chugs. Like, we all have our calling, Austin Jenkins. Being a Twitch streamer is clearly yours. Pro wrestling was working for you for a little bit until that fateful day where you decide to jump off a ramp like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It happens to us all. We all get washed. We're all cooked.
Hey, he's not that happened at Arthur Ashe, right?
Yes, I saw it with my
He's
own
not
eyes.
the first. He's not the first athlete to go out there and fuck his ankle up at Arthur Ashe Stadium. You know that's happened, I'm sure, many times.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you
You
know,
know, Paul George
there's
killed
no
his
shame
ankle.
in that. You know,
Yeah.
think about all the tennis greats that went out there and turned their ankle. It
I
happens.
wonder if he
Yeah.
could do commentary.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear Adam Cole vocal takes on commentary. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do it.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not
on
sure. What a maneuver.
that.
I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Well,
Hey, here he comes down here looking for a fight. And here he goes down. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Oh yeah, he could get. Oh, Fletcher is right. He could get the Tyler Breeze up, down, down. There we go.
There you go. You got all the connections in the world. They can get your foot in the door. There you go, Adam. Just don't put your foot off of a ramp.
dude, I think we're setting up something big here for Oracle and the rest of the Chugs Army. I think they're about
That
to get
movie's very good, Kaden.
Adam Cole.
Sorry, Novi, but that movie's very good.
You're talking about
It's okay.
Challengers Oracle?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zendaya and Chow just fucked their ankle up too. Look what happened with her.
Yeah.
That is true. It was a knee though. It wasn't
was her
an-
knee. It was
but
her-
it's
it was
close
her
enough.
Knee, ankle, they fucked something
Yeah,
up with the
same
lower
thing.
extremity.
It's a good fucking movie.
Anywho, this feud's probably going to continue. Kill me.
Yeah, I'd rather it not. I wanna mention this because it was brought up. Why does anyone have any lights on? Well, it's World's End.
World's End.
And there's one place where you actually can light something up, and it's down below. There's a button you can click, and I'm curious to know. I don't really know who best to ask on this, but there's something that people can do, right? So like they can
smack the like button.
Someone called Challengers the MMF movie.
Come on. Come on. But that being said, yes. That's
Yes.
pretty
Well,
accurate.
kind of. I guess they don't show it. They imply it, but
they heavily imply it.
they heavily imply it. Yeah.
Heavily implied.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of movies, shit.
Oh, this is a good point too. Make sure you smash the like button an odd amount of times, not an even amount of times.
See,
Very
that's
important.
it's a good thing to know. We said it the one time, so now you can leave it as is. Because I'm going to
Yeah.
say it again at some point, and that if you press it again, it's going to be a problem. So if you press it just then, leave it for the rest of the show,
Yeah.
and then we'll rephrase that later on. You know,
You don't have to do everything we tell you to do. Just some
Novi.
things.
Yeah.
Novi, you did not throw it to me to talk about this match.
Did I not? I thought I
No.
did. Oh,
No.
Is this match gonna be good, bro? I don't.
Happy Gilmore 2 is an upcoming American sports comedy
All right,
film
bro.
directed by Kyle Newton.
Good shit. That wasn't even me. That was a good call, though.
He hasn't even noticed yet.
He's still talking down there.
Roles from the original film. The film was scheduled for a 2025 release on Netflix, also starring Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
You
Thank
noticed
Caden.
that this kept going, right? Because that's better than
What?
yeah. Okay.
Good call.
Maxwell Jacob Freeman, Scott Masudi, Bad Bunny, Margaret Qualley, Benny Safdie, and Nick Swartzen have been cast in undisclosed roles.
Bad Bunny's in this.
Bad Bunny's Travis Kelce is also in this.
I
Eminem.
love Bad
Eminem.
Bunny.
And Dan
I love Bad
Patrick.
Bunny.
Why is Dan Patrick in this?
What is going on with this movie?
I love Bad Bunny.
Never get
Well,
along.
thank you, Caden Lee. Did everyone else get a chance to talk about how shit this match is going to be or what?
It's gonna suck if it's gonna continue. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna make myself sad because I don't want to watch this anymore. It's I feel like I'm being waterboarded every time I see them on TV. Stop.
Shut it down,
Stop.
Max. Refuse to work with him from now on. Shut it down, bro.
Good
Cut it
call.
out for all of us.
How long was I removed for?
Mm,
15
Couple
seconds.
seconds.
20 minutes.
All right. We have a wonderful match. Speaking of 20 minutes, we could see a 20-plus minute match for the first time ever in the women's division between
Wow.
Mercedes Mone and Kris Statlander. They're running it back. Round 2 from what I thought was an excellent match in their last one. I thought that made me feel very good. I was very, very happy about it.
Made me
So
feel things.
I'm looking forward to this. Marcus, it made you feel things. Tell me about it. What is this going to
It
make
was
you
a-
feel?
It was the match so nice. They said, "Fuck it, let's do it twice." Like that's how much it made me feel. My shirt was off. I swung it around like P. Pablo. When Mercedes bit her fucking thigh. Like, it was great. It was the match she needed, and then the Hazuki match was another one that she knocked out the park.
Ooh, baby.
Like she's on a really good roll on run of form right now in terms of the wrestling. The matches were good, but now you're starting to see Mercedes in there. Instead, you know what she is. You know her body by now. She's one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it again. I feel like Mercedes has actually found her soulmate in AEW, other than Willow, of course. Like this match is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be magic. It's gonna go over 20 minutes. Even though I'm like the only person in the world that seems to not really care that much about the whole 20-minute thing. But this is going over 20. And I'm here for it.
It doesn't really matter, but it will be cool when it happens. Like it's just like
Arbitrary horse shit.
it's arbitrary. It doesn't really mean anything. Like matches can be good without being 20 minutes. Like that's pretty obvious. But like
No match should be 20 minutes.
All I know is people act like the women's division matches on pay-per-view go like 2 minutes, which is like not the case at all.
Yeah.
Like,
They
yeah,
always
15
they always get a decent amount of time. Enough time.
Dudes
There is
watching
no
this
match.
match with their damn stopwatch app open. Grow up.
It would. The fucking first one was 19 minutes and 23 seconds. Like, if y'all really needed to hit 20 minutes that badly to further the agenda, fine. But like,
Man.
Like,
Jesus.
guys, you were getting Britt Baker matches on
That
pay-per-view for
shit
17
used to
minutes.
piss me off when they go on there and go, look at this. This AEW show has 88 minutes and 38 seconds of wrestling. Yeah, no shit. I fucking watch all the damn matches, and it took me 2 hours to fucking watch this shit. Why the fuck are the matches so damn long?
All I know is
You know,
some of
I
these
can-
matches.
I can watch Raw. I can watch a 2-hour Raw and an hour and 10 minutes, and that takes me to watch Collision fucking an hour and 52 minutes. What the fuck's going on?
All I know is there are a lot of matches in this division that I don't think y'all want going over 20. Y'all are gonna regret it when it does. This one is not one of those times.
Yeah.
Getting a generational performance out of the Oracle of Wrestling tonight.
There's a lot of vulgar language in that last one too. That was
He's
very
going
intense.
crazy today.
This is his Ohio State versus Tennessee performance. He's beat the
Triple
whooping
double.
on.
This is
Belt to ass.
I'm like those Ohio State receivers and Travion Henderson who were just totally outclassing the Tennessee defense.
Bro's not even awake either. He's not going to remember any of this tomorrow.
Like, bro, he's like a
He's
modern
gonna
day
say-
Hayes right now. Outside
Joe-
fucking people, of course.
Joe's going to get a text message in the morning, Oracle apologizing for missing the show.
I really wish I could have went there. Rampage took me out. I just couldn't. Sorry, unfortunate. Who'd I go to there? Marcus? Marcus, you said you're happy about this match. Shoot, you seem pretty happy about the
I'm
match too,
fired
I'm
up.
sure.
Mercedes is back. It's amazing how when she starts having great matches, her shitty promos become funny instead of annoying. I've now just decided that I ironically like everything she does again. I'm back. This is how it was in WWE as well.
The feeling.
Because let's be clear, Sasha Banks couldn't cut a promo either, but you just decided you didn't care because she was fucking awesome. She's back. I'm fired up for this. I'm fired up for the Mina match. That $9.3 million she's making a year is finally paying off. And
Damn straight.
this match will rule. I do think Kris is going to lose again, which is unfortunate, but they got to rebuild her after the stupidest heel turn of all time. We seem to be on the road to that. They seem to be starting that up here. So, yeah, this match will be really good. I don't think it'll be better than the first one just because that's usually the way it goes. But it'll be good, and I do think Mercedes is going to win.
Yeah, Mercedes is. I'm thinking the same thing, mostly because I think we're getting a Mercedes. Like, she's going to win all those belts. You know what I mean? Like 2025 belt collector Mercedes. It seems to be coming because that Mina match, she's putting the Rev Pro belt on the line. So it seems like when she's going to snag up. Marcus, we know how you feel about the Rev Pro. You like Zazaya, bro?
Who the fuck is Zazaya?
I don't know what it is
Get
either.
the fuck out of my face. I gotta say is, you motherfuckers who wanted that match on the Recipe spreadsheet, y'all going to hell. You will not be seeing heaven. The fuck is wrong with you people? I didn't want to see a 70+ minute match of a guy who's not good being carried by a guy who is. That match is the equivalent of Michael Jordan and Stacey King scoring 70 points combined when Jordan scored 69 of those points. Well, in this case, Leon Slayer scored all 70 of the points. Don't do that ever again.
So, Joe, when you time this one out, like when you do the timestamps, you're going to want to do that for Marcus shoots on Rev Pro and Brit Rest in general. It's probably a good spot to like cut to every time. Oracle, are you looking forward to this match? My cat has jumped on the chair. He is freaking out. Oh, God.
Fucking cat.
Cat.
Get on, Carl.
Dude, he's like taking all my shit down.
Let's go, Carl.
Yeah.
Get him, Carl.
Yes,
Get that
I am
microphone.
looking forward to this match quite a bit. I think this will be really good. I don't really have much to say other than the fact that I'm actually looking forward to both these women's matches. We'll talk about the other one. The other one, maybe not so much for that one's going to have blood, so that's immediate, like 4 stars for me. So whatever. But this match though, I think they'll probably break 20, and I think they'll have another killer match. I kind of see what Shoot's saying about the second match isn't always as good as the first. I hope they break that trend, but you don't want to have the anticipation that it'll be better. You just want to hope that it's good, and I think that it will be good. I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but I do. Not that people will be, because I think people were so positive about the first match that I think as long as this match is good, people will be fine. But I don't want people to be like, "Oh man, is that me that's causing that fuzzy noise, or is that somebody else?"
I don't know. Might be me.
Right, fuzzy
Hang on.
noise.
Oh no.
Good job, Carl.
But I hope that this match doesn't suffer from people going, "Well, this wasn't as good as the first." You know what I mean? I hope that doesn't happen. That's why I hope it's as good or better. So
Where is that coming from?
it might
Is
be.
it me?
Is it fucking Duke's? What was it? The grasshopper. The grasshopper.
Did it go away just now?
Oh, okay, now I hear it again. I don't hear it.
Oh, fuck. It is me. Uh-oh.
Novi,
God damn it,
no!
Novi.
It's the Wyatt Six.
Fuck.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know how. Fuck. Is it bad?
It's pretty bad. Yeah.
You've been white noise, brother. Sheamus just hit you with his finisher. You've been white noised.
It's like he jumped on the Audubon somewhere.
But
Oh,
anyways,
no.
I do have some concerns that people be like, I don't know. I guess this is kind of the way I think. Like, I hope people don't go, if it's not as good, people don't go, well, that was good, but not as good. But yeah, I do think this will be a really good match, and I think Mercedes will also retain here again. But I mean, it is unfortunate for Kris, but I think there's still some rehabbing left to do here because now they got the whole thing where she's like, we can still hear it.
Fuck.
Yeah,
God damn you, Novi.
Fucking cat.
but they've done the thing now where she's like trying to get back with Willow or whatever. Which is probably a good idea. I mean, you just have to, you have to rehab this stuff sometimes and kind of have to throw your arms in the air or whatever. But
Tell me one more time. Can you still hear?
still there.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Shit. Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna go find a new mic. I'll be
Yeah.
back.
still high tide there for Novi.
That boy's in hell, ain't he? Think you're kidnapped.
So Jumanji Hunter brings this up. And I only want to put this on the screen to say that if this happens, on the slim chance it happens, I don't think it's going to, but if this happens, we will be filing a lawsuit against you specifically. You'll be hearing from the Late Night Grin LLC attorneys for bringing this up. So just be prepared.
Yeah.
So if this happens, don't answer your door for a while because it'll probably be some paperwork.
And it won't be delivery man. You will not be getting pizza. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Novi's not here. Oracle, you're the host.
Okay. Caden, your thoughts on the? Have you talked about the TBS title match?
I've not. This match will be very good. Mercedes Moné will win.
I agree.
That's about it. All knows
That's all I'm
Mercedes
saying.
in such a good form. She gave Anna fucking Jay the match of her life on a Dynamite.
Well, hold on. Anna Jay's good.
Man,
Someone
Shoot
once tweeted, and I can't remember who it was, that Anna Jay's good when you don't have a bitch in your ear telling you that she hasn't improved. And that's accurate. I'm gonna leave it at that.
see, I like her. I want to like her more. I don't think she's all that.
I
But
mean,
then
she's
again,
awkward as fuck, but it's kind of endearing
Yes.
in a weird way.
That's why I work with Baby because she
clearly
the
gotten better.
awkwardness. Go ahead,
She's clearly gotten better, and she clearly wants to get
Oh.
better. So credit her for that.
She's been passed by Harley Cameron, though. I will say that.
Yes.
Yeah, Harley Cameron.
Oh, in terms of versatility, in terms of like being like valuable and like multiple roles, Harley definitely beats her. At this
Harley
point.
should have won a match on Rampage tonight. She still has not won a match on AEW TV, and that should have been something that happened on
Tell me.
worse.
Yeah,
Jesus
still there.
Christ.
Is it?
Worse.
Worse.
yeah, Novi. I think Novi. I'm gonna assume it's your browser. Sometimes it does that.
We're just gonna have to.
Well, it's not
we're
doing
just
it
gonna
now.
live
Oh,
with
okay. It wasn't doing it for a second.
I got to pull up the World's End Wikipedia page because.
Do you want me to?
I got
have
it. I got it.
All right, Oracle, you're the host.
so-
Do it.
Mariah May is defending her Women's World Championship against Thunder Rosa in a Tijuana street fight.
Mhm.
Shoot, what are your thoughts on this Women's World Title match here?
The fact that it's a street fight makes it much more exciting for me because I don't think Thunder Rosa is particularly good anymore. But in a street fight, it'll probably be fun. I think Mariah has got her mojo back, for lack of a better term. It was kind of shaky there after she first won the title. God damn, Novi.
Is it still bad?
Yeah.
It's still there. It's not as bad as it was.
Yeah,
but
Bro,
it's
I
not
have no idea why this is happening. I genuinely have no idea.
Yeah. Sabotage. But anyway, yeah, Thunder.
The pay will be properly docked.
Yes.
It'll
Matthew
be
brings
sent
up
to
in the
me.
chat. He's right. Thunder had that fun stip match with Harley a few months ago. I actually kind of liked this build, how it got weird there for a bit. And,
Talk to me.
Still.
it's
Still there.
Still doing
What
it.
did this cat do, bro? What did it do to me?
The cat told you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I think the cat just said, "Fuck you, dude," which is beast, to be honest.
We just gonna have to deal with it at this point, brother. It is what it is.
Yeah. Mariah's going to win here. I guess the only question would be whether Tony gets involved in some way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to pivot and talk about Toni Storm now. I am genuinely fascinated to see where this Toni thing is going, whether she's faking it or if she's actually has some kind of mental block because of trauma, which this would be like the stupidest angle in the history of the world in anyone else's hands, but Toni's making it work because she's fantastic. So yeah, I'll be interested to see if like they're going to stay apart or if we're going to start to see them, intertwine, and if Toni's going to try to, become Mariah's protege, which is kind of where I think this is heading.
I like that.
So yeah, this match will be. Whoa! What
What is going on? Yo.
Novi, what the fuck?
Oh, are you okay, Novi? You just out here.
Dude, that wasn't even me.
That was you. That was all 100%. That was you. I saw it.
That man was whispering sweet nothings in the ears of the audience. Like, what's going on here?
There's something I'm figuring out. It's processing in my head. Hang on.
I think he Isaiah Cassidy more in our ears.
I think I'm done now.
Caden,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts, Caden, on the Tijuana street fight for the Women's World Championship?
I agree with the confirmed shoot that Thunder Rosa is like pretty uninteresting, and I don't think she's particularly good as a professional wrestler in the year 2024. I don't know. It's like kind of boring as a match to me, but like the street fight will make it at least like somewhat interesting because they're typically agented well and they end up being good. Mariah May and Toni Storm are holding this belt hostage, and I feel very vindicated in my belief that if we guys like, I bring this up every time we do a preview show, but if we go back to the AEW All In preview show where I said that Toni Storm should have retained the title and dropped it to Jamie, and all of this should have been done without the title involved. I fully stand by what I said, and I feel even more vindicated that this story would have been much better without the title being held hostage. But
Did
Mark,
I fix the problem?
My one question, and I say this with all love and respect, is can Jamie Hayter have a good match during her return before we give her the title? Because she hasn't had one yet.
I don't think they're particularly giving her. I didn't see the Willow match, so I don't know. Like that's the only good opponent I think she's had so far.
It was fine.
I thought the Willow match was good. Did you not like the Willow match, shoot?
It was fine. I just don't think she's looked very good since she came back. That's not all her fault. They're not. But I haven't. Whatever she had before she got hurt just doesn't seem to be there right now.
I agree with that at least, but I still think this story just doesn't need the belt.
It really doesn't. Like, find someone to drop this shit too, and then do it all out fucking like bloody war in Australia and call it a day. But they're not going to, because these long feuds have to have championships involved, because wrestling bookers have overcorrected and made championship reigns go long for some reason. And Mariah does not need a long reign because she's a first-time champion, 26 years old, and this is her first time on American TV. This feud, that title reign should have gone like 3 months, 4 at tops.
I pulling up the good old Jamie Hayter cage match. I gotta look at what they gave my girl. I mean, like, yeah, like look at this shit. She's wrestled Harley 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Harley Cameron, 2:26. Robin Renegade, 8:10. Saraya, 11:24. Willow Nyla Saraya, 1:59. Brooke Havoc, 4:38. Penelope Ford, 9:18. Queen Aminata, good opponent. 12:04. Willow. So 2 good opponents. Bunch of fucking bullshit.
2 opponents, a bunch of shitters, and Penelope Ford I like, but like, come on.
Also, Penelope, like it
The
was
Willow match, I did think was very, very good actually. Marcus, your thoughts specifically on the Tijuana street fight?
It'll be fine. I like Thunder Rosa and Plunder matches. Mariah, I've only seen her wrestle the one with Anna Jay. I thought it was pretty fun. Hopefully they bleed, which I think they will.
Yeah.
Hopefully she does, especially because I need her to show me something here. I like her, but again, you can tell she's very young and still growing into being a champion, especially without Toni orienting her. Now she's back, you kind of have somewhat of a direction. This will be cool. It'll be nice and tidy. She'll retain. Whatever happens after this, I am not the biggest fan of this Toni Storm stuff with anyone else. And even Toni, I think some of it's a little too silly. But it's going to get over, and it is getting over. I'm throwing my hands up at this point. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think this will be a fun match. I think if they have blood, it'll add to it. I think Mariah retains here. They might do a thing where Tony. I like the idea of Tony being the protege and the continuance of this program. Novi, you are back now.
My mic's been unmuted for a minute now, and I think we're good.
Yeah,
I think you're fine now. You've been demoted though. Oracle's the host now. I'm serious. Oracle's taking over.
Hey,
but Novi, I will throw it to you. What are your thoughts on the Tijuana street fight?
I'm looking forward to the Tijuana street fight. I've been more of a fan. I haven't necessarily heard what you guys have said about it because I've been trying to figure it out. I think it was the air conditioning is what I think might have caused the problem. However, I've been more of a fan of the Mariah reign recently. I wasn't a big fan of it when it started, but it's gotten better progressively. And I think it's leading to something I'm interested in with the Tony stuff. It's not like something I want to see all the time. I'd like it if they didn't go too crazy with it. But like, you know, it's fun to have a little comedy here and there. And I don't think it's that crazy. So I'm okay with it. I've enjoyed the Mariah reign, especially towards the end. And Thunder, like, you know, she's had moments, like it's definitely like a hit or miss with her, especially on like in singles matches and stuff. But it's a street fight, you know. I don't think it's gonna be too bad.
Her two best matches since she's been back are that 4-way where they all shot on each other with Aminata and all them, and Serena Deeb. It was like a number one contenders match.
Yeah.
Where they
she was great in that match.
Unprofessional and like shot on each other. That ruled. And then the what was the other plunder match that was not that good, but it was like fun just because it was a
Harley Cameron
with Diana, right?
Harley Cameron. Oh, she had that one too.
Yeah.
That was fine.
Did you see the one with Harley? That one actually was fun, like the Day of the Dead match or whatever.
That was a fun comedy match, I would say.
I will say,
go ahead.
This Tony Storm shit, like, can't help myself. Apparently, there's a belief now that Tony Storm's like an example of everything wrong with AEW when she's like one of the only people on the roster that people care about. Like, I don't understand.
Where the hell does that come from?
I don't know what we're doing in professional wrestling anymore. Like, look, I would be this story that they're doing in anyone else's hands would have a chance to be absolutely fucking awful. I think she's knocking it out of the park right now. All the little nuances that she has with her character, there's hardly anyone on the roster who has this level of consistency and care in what they're doing. And I think we've gone too far with this thing that look, AEW does too much sports entertainment bullshit. That's true. It's 100% true. But not all sports entertainment bullshit is bad. And he's
the only one who can do it in the whole company.
Yeah. Like,
he's the only one who can do it in the whole company.
She's been fucking phenomenal. Yeah. And look, the most interesting part about this whole thing to me is like she's playing this Tony Storm character and she's coming across as like phony. And the most fascinating is when she actually was this character, it always felt phony to me, which is something Tape Machines brought up. And I agree. Like, it's just like I don't know, man. I think we're going too far with like there literally was a story today, and y'all can go find it if you want, but like where she's like the example of everything wrong with AEW now. And I'm just like, what are we doing, man?
That's real.
Adam Cole MJF storyline is right there, guys. This is just getting lumped in with it. Even though I fully admit this isn't my thing, I'm also admitting that people care about it and people give a fuck about it and it's working. So what can you really do? Who am I to argue?
Bro, as soon as you have the entire Hammerstein ballroom chanting "She's a rookie," guys, I think it's all good. Like, I think it'll work just fine.
It's working. I like the timeless stuff. Like, I began to hate that because I just thought that like I don't know. It's hard. Like the timeless stuff was like there were times where I liked it a lot, and the other times where I was just like I couldn't stand it.
The thing with the timeless one was interesting for me because I was with you where I hated it, and then she brought it back, like which you hardly ever see in wrestling. Usually, like once you're cooked, and she actually like salvaged the entire run. I thought I can't remember the.
I think most.
I know exactly when it happened. I point to it every single time we talk about Timeless Tony Storm. That Izumi match, when she started having good matches after that, it all came together. That's literally all it comes down to with like the entirety of these gimmicks. You have to be having good matches, or it just doesn't work.
Especially
Like,
in a
it's just-
company like AW where wrestling is the premium.
Correct. Yeah.
Like
we're-
the
That's
matches
the
for
big
5
thing is
months.
she has good matches. Like you're right.
Yeah.
Mm.
She's a
And even
good
this-
wrestler.
That's the thing that I like about what she's doing now is she's working it into her matches, but in like a way that makes sense. Like she wrestled against Taya like she was the underdog because she's a rookie.
She won with a roll-up pin.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, look, there's a chance this is going to fall apart and it's going to fucking suck. But I'm very fascinated to see where it goes. Like I said, I'm interested to see where, like, is she faking this, or is this going to be a thing where, this is real and, she gets snapped back to reality at some point? My guess is she's faking it and she's setting Mariah up. And they will have to be very careful to not make Mariah look really fucking stupid in this scenario. But Mariah's a heel, so, I mean, it's okay if she looks a little stupid. But, yeah, I mean, look, it's interesting in a company that doesn't do a lot of interesting things lately. So, yeah, it's... again, if she's still doing this in 6 months, then we have a problem. If this is a build to Australia, where we're talking this whole thing's gonna, it's gonna be a couple months. I think it's got a real possibility, and I trust Toni Storm. So, I don't know, man. There's so much bigger problems in this company than one of the only wrestlers who people care about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it is what it is. And also, if it's someone from Voices of Wrestling, first of all, fuck Jack Lanza.
This is this is Joe Holbert's fault for sending me this article. I wouldn't even have known it existed.
I also wouldn't have known it existed if you tell me about it.
Like, I don't read publications
I was
started by a
living
racist, so I don't read that fucker. Fuck that nigga.
Defending the international AEW International Championship, Konosuke Takeshita will be wrestling the recently returned Powerhouse Hobbs in a matchup that I think will be very good, in my opinion. Caden, what are your thoughts on the AEW International Championship match?
So outside of the C2 matches, this is the match I'm like most intrigued by because I'm interested in the dynamics. I know Mercedes and Kris is going to be fucking awesome. I don't know how these two are going to work together in this match in terms of like what they're going to do. Really excited though. Like this is probably going to rule. Takeshita's last match on a pay-per-view and how he handled that against Ricochet does kind of scare me a tiny bit, to be honest. But I think they're going to just do a Haas match here. Two big guys beating the shit out of each other for like 12 minutes. This does not need to be overly long. Like get in, get your shit in, get out of there, and let's get Takeshita a good win.
Here, I actually do want to say something on that. The Takeshita Ricochet match probably wouldn't have been as bad if it was on any other pay-per-view or any other card just in general. Like we would have thought of that match very differently because of like it was placed towards the end and everybody was like dirt tired of the like 20-minute singles matches. That was kind of like that was the big problem with that match. Like the match wasn't great. I didn't love it, but like
that was my issue was the agenting.
Yeah, like it was a bad placement, and I didn't love the match itself, but I think it would be very different. Like we wouldn't look at that like, oh, can he have a better match than last time? It wasn't really his fault, I would say, when it comes to like Takeshita or Ricochet, really.
I mean, I think it's a mix of everything going on there, but sure.
Yeah.
I can see what Novi's saying, but man, that show was the whole show. I do think the whole show as a whole was like that. Full Gear show was that show was rough. Every match was like 20 minutes. Why? And I will say that does not need to happen here. I'm with Caden. We don't need a 20-minute.
Oh fuck! I just realized every single match on this show is a singles match.
Yeah.
Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Four-way.
Oh, the temperature was looking so good for this show, and then you just brought that up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dude, the cat fucked my mic up, and then the temperature started going down. What happened?
Tony Khan has Private Party as his tag champions, who had such a good match on Wrestle Dream, and then a fantastic match where they won the belts. And let's go back to when we also had a really good tag match at Grand Slam, and like a good. I don't fully remember the tag match at All Out, but I remember enjoying it. Why Like, why are they not defending this belts? Why are we not doing it? Where are the trios titles? Please. Can we get a match that is not a singles match on the show? I don't give a fuck. 4-way still 1v1v. Like, I want like tag teams in a company that was built off of the back of tag teams. They were the tag team company when this started in 2019. Where is it?
Hanging out those
Nice.
sadly.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. Novi, what are your thoughts on the International Championship match coming up tomorrow?
I am looking forward to this match quite a bit. Ever since Hobbs came back, I felt like, so the big problem that I had before with Hobbs, like before the Mox stuff, I felt like they just didn't really understand what he should be. Like they were having this dude do like headlocks and just like he had him slow it down, punches in the corner. No, I'm good on that. I don't really want to see that. I would like to see this big dude kill guys. I want to see him kill people in the ring. I want lariats. I want power bombs. I want the works.
Every single power slam in the book.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for. And since he's come back, they finally figured out, hey, let's have this guy do all kinds of cool moves. And I think that's setting us up real nice for a Takeshita match, who is a guy who can do a bunch of cool moves. I'm really looking forward to this match. I think it'll be a big tell for me about where Hobbs is, like, in ring. Just for me. Like, I know, you know, people do like that kind of thing, whatever. It's not like it's a legacy game or nothing. But I want to know, like, what Hobbs looks like in a pay-per-view singles match with, like, a decent amount of time, not 20 minutes. I think you guys are right. It shouldn't go that long at all. But I want to see what that looks like. And I hope it kicks off Takeshita's reign. I hope it really kicks it off. He's going to have a couple big matches in the Tokyo Dome. Let's get the ball rolling with this like work rate title. I want to see Takeshita have a bunch of cool matches in 2025. That's what I'm looking for in this match.
Marcus, your thoughts?
Oh, I'm so locked in. This is going to be a nice, tidy 11, 12 minutes. I've liked how understated that this whole build-up to it has been, where it's mostly just, I want an international championship shot. You basically left me high and dry. Fuck you, Takeshita, and fuck you, Don Callis. And they've done a bunch of preview tags on Rampage for like several weeks now. They've all been really fucking awesome, and in the exchanges with Takeshita and Hobbs, they've just been throwing each other around and being the dog shit out of each other. So let's translate that to the singles match here, where it seems like we figured out that we should not be doing kick and punch in the corner with Hobbs, and he should be doing every power slam in the goddamn world. Like, the skills a really nice scoop power slam, like rebounding off the ropes that looks really, really cool, really impactful. I love it so much. The little torture rack thing he used to do, I need to bring that back.
Oh, he had a good torture rack.
He has a fuck you of a spine buster.
Oh,
it actually emphasizes a finisher now, which is also pretty awesome. And Takeshi's Takeshita. Nice and tidy. Two big men beat the hell out of each other. Hobbs is the only person that deserves the meat chance. Everywhere else, it should die. And that's all I'll say. I love these two men. I love these two men wrestling. It's going to be fun.
Confirm shoot. Are you excited for the International Championship match?
I mean, Takeshita's probably my favorite wrestler in the world. Love Powerhouse Hobbs. They're going to beat the shit out of each other. Hobbs cut a nice, tidy promo tonight on Rampage directly into the camera. Which kind of sets the stage for the whole thing. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this a lot. Again, like I agree with everyone else, this should be basically a sprint. You know, I honestly would go like 9 minutes. I don't think they'll go that short, but like they should just beat the fuck out of each other. Yeah, this will rock. And again, unless it goes too long, but I don't think it will.
Man, I fucking missed 9-minute pay-per-view matches. I'm sorry, Matt, but let me spiel for a minute here. 9-minute pay-per-view matches. When the fuck did that happen last? Huh? Unless it was a shitty-ass Liv Morgan match, which doesn't fucking count. When the fuck have we had a 9-minute pay-per-view match on either Big Two company? Instead, we got to have a fucking 5-match circle jerk with one moron and a 10-match circle jerk with the other. What the fuck are we doing?
Hey, Oracle. At Wrestle Dream, Jack Perry and Shibata went 9:20.
Oh, that match fucking sucked too. So
that was different.
I'm talking about good 9-minute matches. You know, people who know how to work. No offense to Big Shibata.
That was different, y'all.
But yeah, I'm good. And on to something I'm really interested in. Not really. The main event for the AEW World Championship, which is MIA for some fucking reason for 4 months, in a goddamn
It's in the
briefcase.
bro.
You'll deserve to
Jon
look at
Moxley
it.
wins
Really makes it think.
in a fatal 4-way against Orange Cassidy, Hangman Adam Page, and Switchblade Jay White. Marcus, what are your thoughts on this riveting, I say in quotation, match for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship?
Let's wrap this shit up, please. I'm done with the Death Rider stuff. I'm done with Jon Moxley.
Oh, it's terrible. It's awful.
I'm done with that fucking suitcase. I don't like 4-ways that much, and I hate it because at least 2.5 of these wrestlers I like. I love Hangman Page. I really like Orange Cassidy. Jon Moxley, when he's actually into wrestling, he's pretty awesome. And the other guy in this match, cool, whatever, fine. But the entire Dotas thing is like super duper generic, and it's like really making everyone look like a dork, and everyone look less cool than what they are. Like Heyman is basically generic angry man, like number 1,000. Moxley's having a midlife crisis. Jay White's just there for me personally. And Orange Cassidy, damn well he's not winning, so it's like whatever. I don't care. Let's wrap this whole feud up by like double or nothing. Because this shit's going all in. I hope y'all prepared.
Oh God. Thank God I'm not watching the TV anymore.
It's the worst thing. It's like generally the worst thing on the show that has actual importance.
Yeah. Because it's got the world title on it.
They've hijacked the title. Novi, what's your opinion on the main event title match here?
I think this story fucking sucks. I think it's terrible. I felt this way for a long time, but it's hindered every single guy in it. It's made them all look stupid. And the fact that we're still running beatdown angles every single week on TV, like I just don't know what, we're closing out Hammerstein shows with beatdown angles sometimes. Like, guys, we don't need to do that.
We're closing off like the best collision they did in like months with FTR getting shoved into a broom closet and God knows what the hell happened to them.
Oh, with the Wheeler Yuta looking into the camera like a fucking jackass.
I was like, what is happening? Are you like filming an assault in there or something?
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's really bad. I've resorted to calling Jon Moxley Dean Ambrose again because I just the lunatic fringe has returned somehow. It's just unfortunate, and like I really want to care about like a world title because it's a world title. Like I desperately want to have any semblance of care. Like the Moxley matches have been good too. I've enjoyed them. Like he's good when he steps in the ring. It's just everything else hurts that, and I can't like get excited about anything in the ring if everything else sucks. It's unfortunate. I'm hoping we wrap this up. It's not going to get wrapped up. Mark's already, it's going to be all in. Can't wait. But I think we need to pivot. Like it's become pretty obvious. It's hurting the fan base. It's hurting the TVs. It's hurting the pay-per-views. At that point, you have to do something about it. Guy like me would have big Ken Omega take that belt in January, but that's just me. That's just a guy like me. I don't know.
I don't have anybody take this belt at this point. Like Darby, let's just expedite this process now. Like let's
have just one cool guy win the belt on January. Let's just call it a day. No pay-per-view match. Send him packing. He can go home. If you want to do
pay-per-view match, Revolution, please.
Yeah. I'm over all this stuff. It's unfortunate that we have to this show is like exciting and we're all looking forward to it because I think it's going to be like the matches are going to be pretty great. Then you get to this, it's like we're back to the build sucks. It speaks a lot to how bad it sucks, unfortunately.
Matt, your thoughts on the Death Rider stuff at this point, as well as the main event for tomorrow?
I'm going to make everyone mad because I don't hate it. I don't think it. Like, I want to be clear. I don't think it's good. I just don't think it's as bad as people are acting like it is either. I think it's just kind of there. I actually did genuinely like the angle tonight. I'm not going to pretend I didn't. I thought it kind of ruled. I do think we need something to happen, which I do kind of think is going to happen tomorrow night. I don't know what that thing is. Jack Crosby's convinced that Mox having the Mox holding up a flare in the commercial is like actually means something. I'm not as convinced of that, but I decided that I like that theory, so I just wanted to share that. I think FTR is joining this group, so I have to measure my slander from now on. So I think Big Cope is getting set up on Wednesday. So
To do what?
I don't know. They're just going to beat the shit out of him. I don't know why it makes sense. That's what I think is going to happen. Yeah, I don't know. I want to measure myself because I don't want to make it sound like I think it's good, but I have not hated this build. It's just kind of there. Like, it's not ruining the show for me. It's not like it doesn't make me angry. I wish it was better. I wish it was a little bit more interesting, but I don't hate it. And I do actually think this match is going to be good. The only problem with this match is that there's no chance that Moxley's losing, which kind of kills the intrigue of it completely.
One of the matches, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I've just again, I want to be very clear that I'm not saying it's good. I just don't hate it as much as everyone else seems to.
I hate it mostly because it's sacrificing all the other cool things that are.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
And I agree with you. The match will be. These are 4 good wrestlers.
Yeah, I do think the match will actually be pretty good, actually.
But it's just
yeah.
what comes with it.
Something needs to happen. That much,
Yes.
Something needs to happen. I don't know what that thing is. I hope I'm wrong about FTR, but that feels like what's coming. But something needs to happen. We'll see. I fear that it might be Jack Perry. I'm not sure Mox would let that happen, but yeah, something needs to happen tomorrow night. So we'll see.
Something got to shake because no one's coming off interesting. And even in the group itself, like Claudio doesn't come off as that interesting in the ring to me anymore right now.
Yeah, Claudio's.
It's just whatever. Pac, I love him to death. I love he's in the biggest angle in the entire company. But I don't want him doing this.
It seems like they wrote Darby off for a while tonight, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
They set the stage for Ospreay to be mad about that, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. So
they did it because they did address it before, like the week before Ospreay Darby was like, "Let him don't see 2. I got you."
Yeah, that promo was kind of weird. Like it made sense, but it also kind of made Will seem like a bitch.
He basically changed fake, Will. Like, what we doing here? Yeah, but I got shit to do here. I got shit to address. But I got you when I'm done with this. Don't worry.
That kind of makes me think a little bit. I'm kind of like peeping things out. If Darby's written off and Ospreay says he's going to handle things, then Okada's probably winning then, right?
Hold on. Actually, I do have to. Are they writing Darby off now, and he's just not coming back till he hopefully survives Everest?
I mean, I don't know if he's going to be gone that long, but it definitely seemed like he's going to be gone for a little bit. I mean, they fucking smashed a chair over his neck and threw him down some stairs. Yeah. Like, if he comes out on tomorrow night, that's kind of
not crazy. But, I mean, it would be the most Darby thing ever.
Like they used to, anyways. I mean, Cody Rhodes got pile driven 2 weeks ago, and he's wrestling house shows a week later.
That's true.
Caden, will you be joining the Death Riders? And 2, will you be enjoying the main event tomorrow?
I will not be joining the Death Riders. I'm sure I'll have a good time. I've kind of I consistently said for a very long time that I enjoyed the segments themselves, or I felt indifferent. There were none that I didn't like for a while. And at a certain point, and when I say that, I mean the segments themselves. And I always had issues with how they were connecting to everything, but what they were producing overall, I liked what was given, but it never connected properly. And that was my big issue every time. And then at a certain point it caught up and I was like, okay, I can't even like what you're doing anymore because of what you're telling in this overall story. And it does desperately need something. I don't know what that is because we kind of keep hearing that we kind of just gotta wait until it gets towards the end. Novi, I think you're overthinking things a little too much. Ospreay's winning that fucking belt. We're good.
Well, I'm just saying, if Darby's going to be written off and Ospreay's already committed to handle the problem,
I don't think
why would he run the belt?
I don't think Ospreay's getting involved in this right now.
Then that doesn't make any sense.
I
he
don't
looks
I
like
don't necessarily
such an
think you're
idiot.
wrong,
so
but, like,
That's
remember-
the thing. I don't even think you're wrong, but that would just make him look so dumb that I feel like I have to think you're wrong.
I don't think Ospreay is getting involved yet. I think he's going to get involved once he loses to Kyle Fletch. And that's a program you run for Double or Nothing season.
Yo, guys, not till don't C2. Actually, not till I'm done with Kyle Fletcher.
yeah.
What he'll probably do, like, I think it's overthinking, but like what they're probably just gonna do is he'll come out on TV on the first. Yes, he is British. And what they'll probably do is he'll probably like go to try to go after Mox. Kyle Fletch is gonna come after him and beat the shit out of him and protect Mox, but it's not gonna involve the stories. Like, you're gonna see it and then they'll split off and do their own thing. It's a very easy way to get Ospreay back into his own thing for another 45 days.
Big Cope's about to get involved anyway. He's gonna
Cope's the big thing that's gonna get involved in this. I also am like, I think the Elite are about to do something with this group as well. So
that's unfortunate.
Ugh, yawn.
Wouldn't like that at all.
That was
very bad, actually.
You remember,
That's
like,
gonna happen. Yeah.
how long ago did the Bucks lose those titles? It was back in October. We were all kind of like the rumors going around where the Bucks were taking time off, coming back at the start of the year, and we're going to face the Death Riders. So,
yeah, they're going to come back. Faces.
I love them to death, but I don't know if I want to see that. And then the whole Christopher Daniels thing with the Hangman, I was like, okay, get the fuck out of here.
That was fucking weird, right?
Yes.
I saw the tweets about this. I did not see the segment itself, and I'm okay that I did not see the segment.
Like, Tony shouldn't. I mean, like, you know, this dude's running your show, Tony. Shouldn't you fire him for going on the show and saying you're going to help Hangman win the fight? Probably shouldn't let him run the show anymore.
Kaden, he basically walked up to Hangman and was like, bro, you need a friend? I got you, bro. No worries.
Wasn't the point of Christopher Daniels as the interim EVP was because Tony Khan got his head smashed in, and then Tony Khan was like back a week later and no longer needed Christopher Daniels?
They should wrap up Wish.com.
Correct.
This is basically the definition of Ryan's trying to
justify
justify
next race in the NFL draft. And
yeah, it was like
That was funny.
every fucking time where it starts good and there's no actual plan and they start too big and they should build to it. I don't know if I talked about it here, but like I feel like it might have been an LNG stream where I was like, when you do that big of an angle to start, like when you pile drive Tony Khan or when you invade the company and basically kill Bryan Danielson, the only thing you can really do at that point to elevate the angle is to then literally kill somebody, and that's not going to happen. And it's
kill
like,
Adam Cole.
you just can't start that. What do you say?
Sacrifices have to be made, Kaden.
Yeah, you have to build slowly, then you do the whole big.
Yeah, you build slowly and then you do the big angle. And every time they do this shit, they start with the big angle instead of actually like letting it build properly.
I would probably just have Mox come back, beat him, and then they kill Bryan, and then you start from there.
Yeah, if they were gonna do this, Mox should have came back in like July, or like early August. He should have been back way earlier. And then you have this be wrapped up by World's End and Darby wins, which, God, I cannot believe we were so fucking close to that, guys. So fucking close.
We were so fucking close to a lot of things happening that were a lot better than what we got, but Mox had to get the belt because he's unhappy.
We done with Dean.
Do we have super chats to read?
Yes. And some member chats as well. Would you like to read them? You want to be the one to do it?
It doesn't matter to me. Maybe we can.
You want to switch it up?
Yeah.
Just
All right,
just go in order.
All right. Shoot, you want to read this one?
Rosho 1221 paid $2.79 Canadian to say that Okada winning means Okada Kenny 5 would be less than 20 minutes.
It's kind
Sounds
of a good
to
point.
me.
Well,
Yeah, but I'm okay. Yeah, it's cool.
not if
Yeah.
you look at the Okada and Pac match that had a 60-minute time limit for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think they've been consistent with the 20-minute time limit.
No, they
I think
haven't.
that's only for the tournament.
If it's a championship match, it's 60 minutes. It's always been
So-
Yeah, I think the tournament's just 20 minutes, so they can do draw.
It depends. Because there was like a whole discourse in like August about this.
Fucking
Where
discourse.
it's basically like
discourse.
whenever AEW, like technically speaking, any match for the title is supposed to be 20 minutes, but AEW doesn't always hold themselves to that.
This whole not being on Twitter and not seeing any of this discourse shit anymore has been incredible, boys.
I'm
I
happy.
can't tell
I'm
you.
happy for you. Really, you're on the friendly, wholesome blue sky now.
Yeah. I check it 2 times a day.
Good for you.
Next
there
super
because
chat.
why not?
MA member for 3 months. Caden.
Missed the start, so running back from the beginning. Sending this to pop myself in like an hour or so. Thanks to Shoot for the free super chat gimmick.
You caught another one. We gotta
Yeah,
stop
man.
saying that.
It is what it is. Hey, man, they paid to be members of the site. If that's a service that YouTube offers, then we don't have a fucking choice. So,
That's,
Hey, man,
that's
but
true.
like Eddie Kingston said one time, kayfabe's dead. Let's not piss on his grave.
That's a good call.
there.
Karan, member for 4 months.
Oracle
Marcus?
through this.
No, Marcus.
I'll read this one.
Oh no, no, hold on.
No,
Oracle, this is about Squid Games. Let Oracle do
Squid
it.
Games. Oracle.
Okay, I'll fall back.
All right. I've been watching Squid Game season 2, and its first episode is literally characters debating whether they should go ahead with this plot. Laugh out loud.
Well,
Like, this
someone
doesn't
else
make any
mentioned
sense.
right after, because I saw this, I read it when this was posted, and someone immediately pointed out the Netflix thing that was the article about Netflix saying that they have like background noise shows where they want all their TV shows to have like exposition, just totally exposition heavy, to where like you can know what's going on while you're doing something else in the background. So like it's just killing the art of television, and it's terrible.
Ew. It's breaking the fourth wall for the sake of nothing.
Yeah, they're gonna they're telling their showrunners to like to have the characters announce their intentions and be like, "I'm going to walk to the fridge." And then
We're so fucking cooked.
We're so
as a
fucked.
society,
Oh,
dude.
It's
It's
over.
over.
Oh, brother.
It's over.
I've been
Here's the thing.
seeing
Like, unfortunately, a lot of people are still going to have it on, but like that's the type of thing where like I'm not going to have that on now. I'm going to be doing something else. If I want to have something on for background noise, I'll have like Office reruns on.
I want to be very clear that I'm very bad about, getting focused on my phone and missing shit on the TV show.
Yeah.
Me
But I
too.
don't expect them to cater to me. That's my fault.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
That's all me. In that case, the fuck?
I should have to rewind. That's on me. I should press the button.
do that sometimes.
Because if I sit down and I'm trying to watch a show, and every fucking show's like this, I ain't watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna watch it. Like, we should not be catering to the people who can't stay off their phones and were children that were left behind. Thanks, Bush. Fuck out of here, bro. Write the show writers. Fuck you, Netflix.
That's terrible.
Wonderful way, yeah. Seconded.
Generation.
Well, wait a minute, hold on. Does that mean that when Raw goes to Netflix, they're all just gonna have to really like?
Oh shit!
Morgan.
audibly yell their spot?
Dominic
Yeah.
Mysterio every Monday is gonna say, "I want chicken tender."
Front of an earpiece on. All right. Like fucking Laps fan. All right. Spot number 112. Spot number 112. All right.
2014.
Here we're gonna run shoulder tackle.
Michael
Down.
Cole yelling, "Here comes the finish!" before finishes the match.
Hold on. Looks like a box pin there. Oh, John Cena's gonna be in heaven when he comes back for his retirement tour. For calling out all the spots.
Oh, he's just gonna do it.
Back body drop.
Hold it. Now tag. Go.
Another spike.
What
steps.
was that tag that he had with it was Sammy and Roman versus Cena and Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He was calling, and then him and the referee Jess Carr was calling spots too. She was
Oh,
like
they
yelling
were
shit,
talking.
Cena was yelling shit, and you could hear. I mean, they've been having a whole conversation. That shit was hilarious.
They're gonna put a little siren on this that goes off right when there's like a minute left before the finish of the match to tell your viewers to look up. Like, this be a little graphic, and you'll hear like a little.
Can you imagine Rhea Ripley if they could change this damn Liv feud? I am going to attack Liv tonight.
Is that how Rhea Ripley sounds?
I can't
No
watch
joke.
wrestling.
I like. Well, I guess they would consider wrestling in the sports genre, so I guess they won't force them to do that.
Yeah,
But who knows?
they
You never
probably
know,
have
man.
to do it.
Never know.
Just someone tell them to have writers and showrunners. Quick.
Jumanji Hunter, member for 4 months. Marcus, this one's all you, brother.
All right. Do you have Jay/Cassidy win tomorrow, or wait till Darby at Y'all In? I would probably have Ospreay win Continental Classic and then beat Moxley Revolution. See, Darby is going to win it at All In. Like, let's be serious. Like, if you don't know this by now, then I'll know what to tell you. I would bump that shit up to like Double or Nothing or something like
He
that.
survives Everest to win.
Yeah. And by Everest, I mean Claudio Castagnoli and not actual Mount Everest. Please, Darby, don't climb Mount Everest.
The top of that mountain does not need the flag, bro. It's all good. It's no worries.
As I mentioned last week, I think Marcus was here and he agreed with me. You know, when you broke your foot last year, I think that was a sign of something that, you know, maybe you shouldn't.
He's gonna fucking do it.
I think getting hit by a
He's doing
bus
it.
was like, maybe, please, Darby, I'm begging you, if you didn't get the first sign, this is the sign. Don't do it.
If you didn't get the first one, he then got hit by a bus. That was a good call there. And something else happened to him. He got hung.
Yeah, fucking hog-tied.
Yeah.
Out of those two guys, I would put the belt on Cassidy and have him drop it to Hangman at Rev if like you wanted to do that. That's not what they're going to do. I also would like this Ospreay thing. Again, that's not what they're going to do. So I just can't be bothered to really think about it, to be honest.
I would have Cassidy win the title. I think he's been the best person in this entire story.
Yeah, I think OC winning it and then dropping it real quickly to Hangman. It's good. Good shit.
There are so many interesting things that we could do right now with this belt. Swerve's title run was awesome, for as short as it was. Well, it was like 4 months. That's like a perfect length.
Yeah.
The Hangman stuff he was red hot coming out of it, but you had to blame his momentum in favor of the whole Mox stuff. So he kind of pushed to the side.
I always talk, like, whenever we talk about the fucking Hangman Danielson, like, who should have won, like, Danielson winning, I still think is the right idea. But, like, if you're going to do it, you had to end it properly. And that's, like, the biggest issue is they just said, like, fuck you to all the three ideas that they had that were not Jon Moxley. All three would have been, like, in my opinion, pretty good ideas. They had 3 home runs. They've said, fuck all of them.
So he chose to hit a foul ball instead. Which, by the way, I knew we were going to do. That's what I thought was a bad idea to begin with.
Yeah. See, the thing is, too, we were talking about it with Fletcher beating Ospreay. It's all about the follow-up. The follow-up was very bad, and that's why it happened.
Yep.
You knew it wasn't going to be long. It was going to be a Wrestle Dream, and it was going to end. And it ended with the whole Mox stuff, which, I love the match. But, Christ. Not to get myself sad again.
I think if this Mox shit was ending at World's End, like it was like allegedly supposed to with Darby winning, or at least what like people thought, I guess, at first, then honestly, like I'd be kind of fine with what's happened the last 2 months. It's knowing that we're still so far away from the finish of this that makes it that much worse.
Yeah. And the thing is that the idea of this is basically the finish will be awesome. In the middle, they're going to freestyle, and it's going to be one of those like really bad sway in the morning freestyles that you just laugh at or just don't care about.
This is like if you wrote like a 2-hour movie and halfway through your development, like as you're filming the movie, like you're halfway through production and all of a sudden fucking Kevin Feige comes down and says, hey, I want this to be 4 hours. And so then you have to write another 2 in the middle of you doing the production. You have to write another 2 hours of the movie. And
this is wrestling How I Met Your Mother, where they had the ending written out. Everyone knew the ending was going to be. Then the middle and the thing. Well, it's not exactly nose and nose because the middle was great, but like they didn't go with the ending people wanted. They just went with the shit they went with at the start. Here, you know it, but in the middle, you're just kind of digging around, trying to find something interesting to do until July. And there's not that many interesting things to do that and don't involve Mox basically doing a bunch of hee hee ha ha. You all suck. You're not even going to see the belt. I'm going to make all of you look like goobers. And there are much cooler things going on the TV right now, like Swerve, the Hurt Syndicate, Kyle Ospreay, Ricochet, even doing really cool things right now and getting heat. Hangman, when you actually want to focus on him, he'll probably do a better job with this. Orange Cassidy. Everything except the world champion has been cool or relatively cool when it comes to the storyline.
I would agree.
Do we have any more super chats we need to read?
That is all. We're good.
All? Okay. Let's do some plugs.
Yeah.
Novi, do you have anything to plug for the remainder of 2024 or into the first week of 2025?
December 30th, the 2-week extravaganza begins for the end of year lists. We're starting with top 5 women's matches of the year. That'll be out on Monday. The next video out is on that Saturday. That'll be top 5 men's wrestling matches of the year. So tune into the channel for that. And then follow me on Twitter, @itsnoviak. That's all I got.
Marcus, anything to plug?
Well, you already know where I'll be at. Dynamite Reviews every Thursday, 6:30. Starting back again, top of 2025. And we're doing a Grin Along for Wrestle Dynasty behind the old paywall. Y'all know they call me Mr. Paywall for a reason. I will be there. And Relight the Fuse. We got a date. The second half of the matches that we're watching, Kaden and Novi.
Yeah, we will have a date for that soon. We should talk about that.
Yeah, we'll find a date for that at some point.
Good call.
Kaden, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, tomorrow I will be on the Grin Along for AEW Worlds End behind the paywall. I will also we have Relight the Fuse on we're looking at January 6th. Or sorry, not January 6th. Whoa.
Whoa.
We
sorry, different great day in American history. January 2nd. We're looking at we're gonna do the AEW Dynamite premiere episode, since those episodes are being added to Max on January 1st. As long as everything goes well, we will have that episode. So myself, Marcus, Novi, and Chuck will get everything like kind of cemented, and we'll talk about it, I'm sure, tomorrow. And then follow my new Twitter, Kaden Lee _. I am migrating to a new account as I sunset my other one and kind of like start fresh a little bit as I mostly leave wrestling.
Okay, so that is you. Okay.
Yeah, that is me, Oracle. Yes, that is me. That is a real account. That is not a fake account. As I leave all of wrestling except the late night Grin, because Joe Holbert signed me to that lucrative contract, and I can't get out of it like Stephanie Bakir did. So.
Matt, do you have anything to plug?
I don't think so. Wrestle Dynasty Grin Along that Marcus brought up, I'll be on that now, because my wife said she's not staying up to watch that show, so I will come watch that with y'all. Joe and I should be bringing back our WCW TEW show probably on the 7th of January, I would assume. What's that?
That's my birthday.
Okay.
That's what's up. Fuck about your birthday. So, that's what's up. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Happy 19th birthday, I guess. I don't know. No, I got nothing else. What else? Yeah, there's nothing else. I don't know what next week's show is. What's next week's show of the flagship?
Next week's show might be a Raw on Netflix debut preview, maybe.
Is it not Wrestle Kingdom?
Oh yeah, isn't the
flagship?
flagship?
It might be.
It is Wrestle Kingdom. It is Wrestle Kingdom.
A possibility of doing a Raw Netflix preview. We may or may not do that. I don't know when that would be.
Probably before the Raw Netflix preview, I would guess.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
which is on January 6th.
January 6th, yeah.
Which is January 6th. Yes, correct. Yeah. Tomorrow, join us live. I would guess Joe won't be here, but I will be here. Caden will be here.
Joe's not going to be there.
Will you be here for the Grin Along tomorrow?
I will be there, and maybe you'll see the brain bust. Maybe.
Okay, the brain bust. Okay, and
unconfirmed.
We'll be on probably about 7:30, 7:45 Eastern time, I would say. And then we're definitely not going to be on there for the full 2-hour pre-show like Joe did for Full Gear. So yeah,
are you going to be on the Wrestle Dynasty Grin Along?
I will not be at the Wrestle Dynasty Grin because I'm not watching that show.
You said y'all got
on tomorrow evening's Grin Along for Worlds End. And there's really, so Sunday's show for the School of Wrestling, not likely to happen, as Joe Holbert didn't get vaccinated, so that's his fault.
Hey man, he's on medication, bro.
No, in all seriousness, well wishes to Joey Bing Bong. The School of Wrestling will come back to finish up Ruthless Aggression at some point, probably in early January. Folks, hit that like button.
Yes.
Smash it.
Happy holidays, happy New Year. If you know, we'll be there for the Grin Along tomorrow. But other than that, let's get out of here and enjoy this outro. Bye, everybody.